We got Roger Long, Osborne RC, and Crawler Baller.
Nice. What is going on, everybody?
How you guys doing? Roger, Osborne, what's going on, Jacob? How you doing, brother?
Heck yeah. Oh, Jim.
What?
We got echo.
No.
Yeah.
No, let's see here.
Heck yeah.
Did that help?
I think so.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're
Cool.
good.
I hate wearing earphones.
Wait a minute. Nope, it's back. Scott is in the house.
Scott.
Is your phone connected to the Wi-Fi?
No.
Huh. Zach.
Still got
Zach here.
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight?
Hell yeah.
Hey, Zach, did you ever get a hold of Gordon or Gordon get a hold of you? Turns out Gordon lives like a half hour from Zach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Gordon Walters. So I realized this and I'm like, hey, guys, I need to get you talking.
Yeah.
We're still getting that echo, aren't we?
Big time. Local 24.
Oh, shit, we got a whole bunch of people here.
JD's RCs.
What's going on, Ryan? Ed McBride. How you guys doing? That's all good, Zach. I was just checking.
Heck yeah. We still got it, Jim.
I don't see how. I got my earphones in.
Yeah, I don't get it. Jeff's here. Jeff Brown. Heck yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Jeff?
I think it's
Did
gone.
that get it?
Yeah, that got it. Yep. Nice. All right. So, I am going to start building another truck.
Osborne just said next weekend, him and Sinister will be live streaming comp on the 23rd of this month.
Ooh, nice.
Cool. Jeff Brown said, it's there. It's you, Jay. Oh, he's saying the echo is you.
No, because it's only when I talk. So it's the speaker on your end.
Which doesn't make any sense, but
no. Try going into your settings, and in your mic settings, you can put a headset.
Yeah, I did that. That's what we're on.
Oh, really?
And you're still getting it?
Alexa, stop.
And you're still getting the echo?
Yeah.
Well, hell, then I can take these off. No sense in me wearing these if it's not doing any good.
Spare Parts RC. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, what's going on, Spare Parts? What's his
Heck
name
yeah.
again?
I don't remember. I'm so bad with
I bet he's
names.
gonna tell us now.
Yeah. Well, unless he wants to keep it anonymous.
Well, that's fine too. I mean, I just thought I'd say hi.
Yeah.
Jeff said, "Oh, it's gone."
No,
Jeff
it's
says,
still here. Aaron. Aaron is his name.
"Hi, Aaron. How you doing, man?" Oh.
Jeff's laughing at us.
Yeah.
All right. So I finally was able to pick up some Jora stainless steel links.
Yeah, Osborne asked what truck you're building.
It's going to be revealed as soon as I get the body back from Joshua. I promise you guys will love it. I did hint on the last couple of live streams as to what I was building. I even posted a picture of the truck that I was going to build a replica of. Heck yeah.
I got one I'm getting ready to start in a little while.
Oh, yeah?
Let's play Name That Crawler. So what is this from?
Oh, I know this. Oh, what is that? Dang
Osborne
it.
said, "Me, Sinister, and Simply Somebody are hosting a comp in El Dorado, Kansas." Awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
Local 24 said, "Ooh, when you showed your parts." Said, "I've been looking at those links. Are they heavy?"
Yeah, they have some weight to them.
And what are those? Where are those from again?
In Jora.
Oh, which ones are the stainless?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they got some weight to them.
And Osborne said, "This is our first gated comp."
Nice.
Osborne said, "Now I'm going to have to go back and look. I have 2 to build." Roger says, "That's right, Roger. It's the RB1.
Yeah, there we go.
Roger got it. Oh yeah. He may have like had an unfair advantage because he was just showing a picture of his yesterday, and that like actually like got me thinking. I'm like, oh yeah, man, I need to do something with that. And then I went looking around, and well, it just so happened that I had a whole stock SCX just waiting for something to do with it. So here.
Oh, these are different. So these brass balls are not your typical they don't have any flange. They're like a brass version of the stock link ball. So that's kind of nice. Ow. As I stab my finger.
Osborne said, "I am building my wife's deadbolt and a Bronco that isn't so much a Bronco anymore." You don't say. Let's see. Well, there's a Mofo 333 chassis with some Tinker Time skids and Savox servo. Oh, those are stock axles.
I got stock axles too for
Those
this.
are Enduro links, though. Aftermarket steel drive shafts, probably from Benedict Harry. And then we got Chong at the wheel. What else we got? Oh, Mountain internal spring shocks. Running 4-stroke. Jora 66 turn motor. With
Ooh, that reminds me, I gotta take this Enjora motor out and put in one of the Mofo motors. I think I might put in.
Oh, Roger said the guys who made the RB1 split up, so it may be rare now. Did they ever get around to the version 2, Roger?
Interesting. Ow.
Everybody asks me, why do you buy all these different chassis and then you don't get around to building them? Well, I'll get around to it, but you kind of got to hop on things sometimes. It may be gone before you get a chance to get back to it. I've missed so many things that way.
Yeah.
Like a Betty.
So I do believe that JD in here in the chat was one of the biggest fans of my Avenger truck.
He just said, JD just said, I have a sledgehammer chassis that I've been working on for a few months. I hadn't heard of the sledgehammer chassis. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
It is going to be coming back to life.
Good. About damn time.
Heck yeah.
Roger said yes on the V2. They did come out with it. So is it available or is it gone now? Osborne says he needs some of your stickers, Jason, when you get some.
Yes, I am.
Grizzly Works, what's up, Brandon?
Ha.
He said, what's up, guys? I might not be able to join tonight. I have a long video uploading, and it's killing my internet speed. JD says, I love that rig, Jay. Work of art.
Heck yeah.
Roger said the V2 is still available on that Crawler Works. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Something about the build? Jeff Brown said, send me the link, Jason, if you want.
Yes, give me a moment.
To find his train of thought. It's a train of consequences. Man, I just can't afford a V2. I just bought that new that Fury Tech Olympus chassis. Mofo's got it, and he put them on sale for $75. So he was talking about it on his live stream. He had me on there, and he's like telling me, I'm like, oh man, I really can't afford it. And then he was talking about that two motor transmission he created. And I'm like, all right, you send me one of those and I'll order that Olympus and put it on there.
What the hell?
Ed McBride, I just started building my mobile monster trucks. Mobile monster truck. I'm not sure what that means. What's going on, Brandon? Tinker time. What's going on, brother? Good to see you here tonight. I was just talking about your mounts a minute ago. Ooh, got some more work done on my Toyota build. I'm gonna call that my Python winch modification. So I snaked that tube all the way from back here at the winch all the way up to the front.
So earlier today, I sent Grizzlyworks a link
I
of this guy who is taking plastic like pop bottles and
What's up, Uncle
getting
Lee?
he's turning it into filament for his 3D printer.
Oh, I've seen those machine. This machine you can buy, and it's got a hopper. You take all your old, all your like structure and all that. You can chop it up, throw it in there, and it melts it down, and you can
Well,
pull it out as a stream.
this guy is using some type of like knife system where it like slices the bottle, like he puts it on this metal rod and it splices it and spools it up.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, it's really. I sent it to Grizzlyworks to see what he thought about it.
So Uncle Lee's here. He said, "What's up, guys?" Tinker Time said, "Final touches on the new cab he's making." That's I assume that's the new Lexon body cab he's designing up. He's got Osborne's got some Tinker Time gates coming for his upcoming comp. That's really cool. Doc Brown's Mr. Fusion from Back to the Future. I'm not sure what that means, Jeff Brown. What's he talking about?
I don't know what he's referring to, but I mean, I know what he's referring to, but I don't know what context he's referencing.
Obviously I know what he's talking about. What's going on? Brian Koshner's in the house. How you doing, bro?
Hell yeah.
And Owen Rogers just showed up. How you doing, man?
What's up, Owen? Owen, are you working right now?
Doc Brown's Mr. Fusion from Back to the Future. Jeff was saying using the plastic bottles. Okay. Grizzlyworks. The setup for that system is actually really expensive, and the plastic is kind of tough to work with, since you have no way really knowing the properties of the plastic.
Gotcha.
Jeff Brown said, okay, that's what he's saying. Doc Brown's Mr. Fusion from Back to the Future using trash. That's he instead of using, he's talking about the bottles using trash. Okay, how it all comes together. I'm a little slow sometimes.
Huh. That is cool. Check it out. So at first I thought they sent me a flawed link ball, but what it is, it's actually a nut that goes in the servo mount.
Yeah.
For the 4-link instead of the Y. So this goes in
to brace the two ears. I got you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Owen Rogers just said, just out here trucking.
Nah, I figured he was working.
Watch them Mounties out there.
Yeah, they got me big time in Indiana. And he drives all over the place in Indiana. It was right by his house almost where I got nailed.
No kidding.
On freaking US 31, right there at the construction just after Kokomo.
Way down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica. Way down in Camel Toe. Oh,
there he is. Come on.
Stone Gin time again.
What up?
What's up, Jeff?
Oh, hey, there I am.
As long as you keep it two, I mean, we can't get.
So yeah, Obviously, I didn't make Thursday night this week.
Owen said, "Holy crap, you were close."
Yeah, you didn't make Sunday. You didn't make Sunday either.
No, we were still out at Walters.
Yeah. Somebody plans an event the day before mine.
Thoughtless bastard.
Nah. Yeah, Thursday was not a good day for me.
No.
Not only did I have to drive almost 700 miles that day, but I got a damn freaking bullshit speeding ticket.
Good.
I love that. I love that contradictory. Oh,
Well,
I was speeding and I got a ticket, damn it.
Well, no, that's just it, though. He wasn't speeding.
I wasn't speeding. Well, according to the cop, I was speeding.
Oh,
I was.
It was the truck next to you.
I was entering a construction zone, and literally the cop said I didn't slow down soon enough.
But he wasn't past the sign yet.
I hadn't even passed the freaking construction speed limit sign yet.
What's up, Bull Gear? Were you like in Bumsville, Idaho when they did that?
I was in Kokomo, Indiana.
He was over by Owen's house.
That sounds like Bumsville, Idaho.
Kokomo, Indiana is actually a pretty nice looking town.
Yeah, but it's a little town and those coppers need their money, so.
It's probably, I would have to bet it's probably about the same size as Holland.
Right, it's small.
It's smaller than Grand Rapids, yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's not tiny, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Osborne said he likes what Brian Koshner did with that green gladiator. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go check out Brian's video. Sweet. Another great build by Brian.
Put it this way, Jason. Like 3 years ago, I was doing Uber and Lyft, and I pick up this nice old lady out in Holland. And so I pick her up, and she's like, "Oh, are you from around here?" You know, I was like, "No, I'm from Grand Rapids." And she's like, "Oh, you're from the big city." I was like, "Well, yep, it's bigger than Holland."
Brian said he's going to get it out this weekend. And no, that's not what she said.
So Jason,
that's
man,
too bad,
124th comps, they've been going off. You missed it. The last 3 comps. So last Thursday, Sunday, and the previous Thursday, between those 3 comps, I had 84 124 scale trucks.
I was there last week.
Well, I know. I'm just telling you that you're missing out.
You're going to be doing 24 comps twice a week.
Yeah.
Well, my Sunday comps are every other week.
Oh, okay.
Because those are 1/10th and 1/24th, and it's a point series.
All right, I gotcha. Owen said Kokomo's bigger than you think.
Depends who's measuring.
That's what she said.
Oh, damn it.
But see, Jason, you can run 1/10 scale also on Sunday.
Yes.
I had my biggest turnout ever on Sunday.
Yeah.
Just killing me that I couldn't get up there.
trucks.
Holy shit.
Did you say 90?
Yeah, 90.
That's a lot of people in there.
And Jason wasn't even there.
No.
Really made it worth it to do the expansion, though, man. It's great to see that.
Oh yeah. I think that's. Yeah. I mean, it's so spread out now that it doesn't even feel like there was 90 trucks. Like,
really?
Yeah, it was. Well, because the 124th table is like in the back now, the big one.
Okay.
So those guys were hanging out there, and it was nice. So
That's great, man. That's so cool. To see that you put in the time and the effort, and I mean, you did a lot. And it's a gamble, and it's nice to see it paying off.
Yeah. And there was some regulars missing, so I know the numbers potentially could be better, but I was blown away. Like, I was expecting 60 or 70, and I was like, it just kept going, and I'm like, holy crap.
Brian asks, are folks driving in from out of state, Jeff? That's a ton of trucks.
Yeah, I had multiple people from Indiana, or even like Traverse City, which is 2 or 3 hours.
Wow.
South Bend. Yeah, they're coming from everywhere. So
awesome. That's so cool, man.
Oh yeah.
Osborne said, what? 90 trucks? Dang, that's killer turnout.
Yeah.
And then,
Osborne. Yeah, definitely. I was blown away. I was like, holy crap. for a 1-day comp. But because of like the expansion and the size and all that, and people are spread out, we were still done by like 3 o'clock or so, 3:30.
Oh, that's great.
We weren't, dragging it out till like 5 p.m. It was crazy.
So our brother from Australia, Scott, he says, I so want to go to America just for that. Brian Koshner said he'd love to come visit your courses.
Yeah, man. Come on up.
He said he could up the count by 18 trucks or so. Hell yeah, Brian. That's Brian Koshner from Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
He's got a YouTube channel, B Koshner, just like it appears here in the chat. So if y'all haven't checked him out, you need to. He has some of the sweetest, tight, clean builds. Just awesome. Very, very detailed. And we'd love to have you up, Brian. You need to get your butt up here. You and Mofo come next summer.
We need to get a hold of that freaking, I think his name is Jeff from Enjora, and tell them to get their freaking shit together, because they printed the damn labels on these links incorrectly.
And it's just got his OCD got kicking. Radioactive Scale RC, welcome to the show. He says, good evening, gents.
Put him on the other side.
Well, they got it on the right side, but the damn thing's upside down now. Jesus.
Well, now, wait a minute.
It's 11:30 a.m. right now. Should I message him?
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Good.
That's right.
Tell him to chime into my live stream, and I will tell him what's up.
20 watching, only 13 thumbs up. Give it a hit. Thanks, Radioactive. Hey, what's going on, Dirk? Psycho 13 in the house. He said, how's it going? How the hell are you?
Hell yeah. What's up, man?
Actually, he said, how the hell is everything? Osborne said he's going to bed, so you guys have a good night. All right.
We'll see you later,
Osborne. Thanks for stopping in, brother.
Wow, he's going to bed early on a Friday night.
Yeah. It's only 11:30 here. Osborne, where are you at? Can't remember. Thought he was, he's got to be further west of us. He's out there by them. Gonna do that in Kansas there with them, with Matt.
I think he's at least one time zone over. Unless
that means it's like 10:30. What? It's like, I didn't go to bed that early when I was a kid. He's probably got, Kansas, and he's been up since 3:30. Well, then you've got a reason to be going to bed already.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, you have a good one. We didn't mean to rash it too hard.
Whoa, shit. I'm dropping my balls.
No, Enjora Jeff is in China.
Done drop my ball.
Did you find it?
Yep, I did.
That's usually what happens after your ball drops. You find it.
Uh-huh.
And
Heck
then
yeah.
nothing but trouble from there on.
So the one thing, it's probably the mount I'm using. But the one thing I don't like about these links is the plastic link end is just too thick for the stock servo mount. So it's like rubbing really hard.
That's what she said.
But check it out. Look at that little spacer that's in there. So cool.
Well, Grizzly for Pacific time, he'd be 15 hours ahead of you. So if you message him at 9 a.m. Pacific, that's noon his time, because he's across the international date line. Oh, hey, Jason, I ordered a bunch of 24 scale stuff from A Main.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen it, but I think it's Samex.
Yeah.
They now offer a servo mount with the 4-link setup already mounted.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think they sell them in different lengths. I ordered some, and I have the box. I just haven't opened it. I think
Nice.
I have the box, but yeah, I was like, whoa! I was like, it's already got the 4-link servo mount, and it's got the 2 upper links already attached.
Hell yeah.
Scott said, Enjora Jeff just makes me think of My Name is Jeff every time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's a reference to. I may be out of touch with current. I haven't seen that one. Right guy said, got some 1.9 trio bead locks bolted up onto my 10-2. Surprisingly good quality. Even comes with tools to put them together. Makes me wish RC 4-wheel drive would step up their game. Trio 1.9, 75 bucks. RC 4-wheel drive 1.7 is 130. Ouch.
Oh, it's not about RC 4-wheel drive stepping up their game. It's RC 4-wheel drive likes to charge a lot, period.
Oh, she must have done that herself.
Cardboard said Samex makes a sweet 050 motor. Yeah, I've heard that, man. Okay, 22 Jump Street movie reference. Okay, I didn't see the movie. I did see the TV show when it was on with Johnny Depp making his debut back then. Yeah, I got to check out that Samex motor. Is that the one that Brandon, are you still out there? Tinker Time? Is that the motor you guys have been running in your King of the Hammer 24 races?
I didn't know Brandon was in here.
He was in, yeah, I called him out earlier.
Oh,
like everybody was here, man. Like everybody's here. Like Psycho and Uncle Lee and Tinker Time and who else? Let's take a look. Let's go back in time.
I wasn't paying.
Brian Koshner, of course. Who else? Radioactive Scale is here.
I thought I'd just seen Cardboard Crawlers. Yep.
Cardboard, Osborne, like everybody. Who else? There's other people. Owen. Man.
Wow, that Samex motor's cheap. Holy cow.
Grizzly, Jeff.
Yeah.
How much is it?
I mean, I can buy from A Main, and A Main has it listed on their site for $13.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah, so yeah, Tinker Time's here. And
I wonder if it requires a motor plate though.
I thought there were some other channels on here. I must be missing them.
Oh yeah, it does require a motor plate. That's why.
But hell, there's like 8, 10 other channels watching us. So we better do good. What else have I been monkeying with?
I got in a good size Injora order yesterday, and then I got a Trill order on the way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and a Furatech order with the new Cayman chassis.
Oh, they're almost ready to run. What are those? How much are those going to be?
200.
Wow.
I should waffle those off.
Waffle?
Yeah. You know, because you can't do real raffles on Facebook because it's like gambling.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. So you have to disguise it. Like you have to say like, hey, I'm selling stickers for $10 a piece. And and then everybody buys a sticker and then you get like this free other thing.
Cardboard Crawler said the Maker Fire 050 66 turn with plate is $9.89.
That's cheap.
Well, I mean, I could have Reaction RC ones in 2 weeks if I wanted, so.
Cool.
But I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
What's going on, Dusty? Raptor Man just showed up. He said, "What up, family?"
Too much BS.
Like I said earlier, though, Jay, I mean, you know, if it doesn't, you know, if this doesn't work out, well, you know, maybe it's just setting you up to open a door in a different direction. You know, something better.
I'm busy enough building the biggest indoor crawler course in Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, my arcade games are being delivered Tuesday afternoon.
No shit. Hell yeah.
Arcade games.
Yeah.
Oh no. We're going straight back to the 80s.
One of them's air hockey too.
Oh no. Oh man, you're killing me. That's my favorite. I love air hockey. I love it so much that I actually owned an air hockey table for a while.
Yeah. They're bringing me a pinball, I think a Pac-Man game, 2 racing games that'll be linked, you know, Race Others, air hockey table, a candy claw. I don't know, like 6 or 7 machines.
Damn.
Grizzly Works said $10 waffle stickers. Order may include insert giveaway item here.
See, he knows.
And then Scott says, anyone tried the Injora gearboxes? Just ordered a couple earlier.
Yes.
Jason?
They work pretty good. I don't have any problem with them. Grant you, my rigs aren't really like worked, I guess you want to say it. Someone I would ask to review that would be Matt Carlisle. He seems to put his rigs through the ringer.
Scott says, Raptor Man, all good here in New Zealand. Hope you survived that crazy weather all right. Yeah, we were glad to hear that you made it through that hurricane okay there, Dusty.
Where are you from, Cardboard Crawlers?
He, I think, is out in Cali somewhere.
Because he said he was going to try and visit in the spring. Visit here, I guess.
Dusty said he got an Omega Fireball yo-yo and a hacky sack. He's been on cloud 9 with them. Some of his favorite childhood pastimes. Enjoying the fuck out of them now. That's awesome. He said it was a gnarly storm for sure.
Oh, North Carolina. All right.
Okay, so you got a bit of that storm too then. Well, we'll be glad to see you up here, man. It'll be great. Brian Koshner says, hacky? I have a chainmail hacky. I got it because we used to play hacky sack when we worked in the factory on break, and you don't go change out of your steel-toed boots, and those will destroy a hack in like a couple of sessions. So I actually went and I was at a Renaissance fair, and this guy had chainmail hackies. I was like, no way, I must have one.
Nah.
Worked great. He says he's going to Cali in about a month, then back there in the spring. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he does. That's right. He does the snow plowing for
Snow grooming.
ski. Yeah, for skiing. Yeah.
I was like, what? Snow plowing in California? I mean, how good of stuff are you packing in that thing, Jim?
He is, I think he goes up
Really good.
Sugarloaf, I think, is one of the places. It's up by Lake Tahoe.
Brandon said a chainmail hacky sounds very painful. Well, that's only if you miss and then we get to hit you with it.
Nah.
He needs to come make sure the Michigan slopes get good snow. If that's what he does. I don't know if he's involved with making the snow, but
he drives that big
Snowcat.
Yeah, the Snowcat.
okay.
Brian said sounds painful on the knee shots. Actually, it wasn't. It wasn't filled with BBs either, Dusty. It was stuffed with leather. Just had to be tough. It's all right. Factory workers.
Well, I have a question. Do you think guys are buying like all the stainless and brass suspension links that are coming out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They are. Brian Koshner said Zach makes yellow snow on the side as a business. He said, I make corduroy. That's the Zach cardboard crawlers there. Nope, wasn't filled with BBs there, Brandon.
I'm trying to increase the selection of what I offer in the shop now that the busy season's kicking in. So
upper left RC in the house. He says, yo, what's up? What's going on, Dustin?
So I'm pretty sure I sent the link to all those guys. I am not connected with Koshner though.
Well,
I sent it to Jacob, I sent it to Dirk, I sent it to Dustin, I sent it to Brandon.
Well, we're full. It's okay.
Dustin said, yeah, I'll join here pretty soon. Cool, bro.
Hell yeah.
He said, few minutes.
No, now, damn it. Right now.
Cardboard said, cheap, great running.
This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Oh, he said, that's why I mentioned that motor. It's cheap and great running. Okay, cool. Well, we will definitely keep it in mind, man. I'm up for checking out any of them. You know me, I'm buying everything. JD said he hasn't received his link yet. Probably because we don't have your...
I don't think I'm connected to him on Facebook.
Dirk said he's in the middle of building an SCX 10-2 raw builder's kit right now. Oh, man. You lucky dog.
Perfect for the stream right now.
Why is that?
Because it's working on the bench.
Oh.
I don't work on anything. I just jabberjaw.
Grizzly says, my video is still uploading. My internet is pissed off that I'm doing a bunch of stuff at one time. Yeah, it's all good, man. We know you're busy.
I'm just going to give you a truck and a pile of parts, Jason, and you can build it for me.
Yeah.
That works.
Dusty just said, "Sup, Dustin? Greetings from lower right." So that's from Dusty to Dustin.
He must mean like Florida area. That sounds...
Lower right. Yeah, he's down in Dusty's down in Florida. Raptor Man. I may be mixing you up with the names. Grizzly said, "Hell yeah, video just finished uploading. Be on in a couple minutes." All right.
Sweet.
We got 2 guys jumping on here. Come on, Dirk, get in here.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to maximize full screen on my.
Well, it's even worse because when I'm looking at you guys and talking to you, I'm on my phone, so everybody's like postage stamp size.
Well, I have both. I got my phone and my computer on. So.
Well, I have my computer down here, but I can't go by the screen down there because my internet. I got HughesNet, so my internet is so bad that the screen is usually minutes or even like tens of minutes behind. By the end of a 3-hour show, I'm like a half hour behind.
My phone's actually freaking charging. That's crazy.
So is mine. I'm happy about this.
Heck yeah.
Jim, are you running Wi-Fi or are you running hardwired on your laptop, on your computer?
My computer is on Wi-Fi, yeah, but I'm like 6 feet from the Wi-Fi. I mean, it's not that. It's because it's HughesNet. It's over the satellite.
I still think being hardwired would help you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but.
Well, my background and degree is in computers, so.
Okay, well then maybe it would help me, but wouldn't even know how to plug this into that. So
it looks like a telephone cord or a cable cord.
Yeah, but
I don't have either.
It's just bigger. I'll send you a cable. Of course, that's
Raptor Man said, "I've been wanting to do a new."
Has the port.
Raptor Man said, "I've been wanting to do a new build, just don't know what in the world I want to do."
Well, a 24, of course.
FCX 24.
Yes, there you go. And you need to buy it from Jeff.
Hey, have you seen how many more parts Power Hobby has for the Enduro 24?
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, they have transmissions and like, I was like, what is all this?
Yeah.
Who came out with that?
Power Hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy the Kid just joined the show. What's up, man?
What's up?
I tell you, you take that Power Hobby stuff with that transmission and you swap the electronics so you can run 2S, and I bet it'll be good.
I run 2S in my Defender.
Double A Day. How's everyone doing tonight? How you doing, Double A?
JD's RC. Everything is done except for the big main course on the expansion. I need way more rocks, which I'm probably going to buy next week. But the pulling course is done. The 24th course is done. The small 10 scale course is done.
Let me know what you're looking for as far as rocks, and I can probably haul some back on the semi truck.
Anything. I don't care. Anything under 2 foot.
That's what she said.
What I'll have to hit you up later, but dollar amount, because some of them can get pretty expensive.
Well, no, I know. That's why I'm going to buy them from Grand Rapids Gravel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Grand Rapids Gravel, you can buy, depending on size, but basically I can get 1 ton of rocks for $50.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's a good deal. Delivered?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a delivery fee, but if I buy 3 tons of rock for $150 and it costs me $200 to deliver it, I'll do that all day.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's only $400, so it's like,
yeah.
Raptor Man just made a good point. He said they need to drop another 24 soon, SEX. I'm hoping for a Trail Honcho 24. I could see them making that the next, since the recent release of the SCX 6. Axial likes to make 3-size setup.
That would be kind of cool.
And I am aware that they are doing another one of their limited release. They are coming up with another.
For Axial?
Yeah, just like they did the Betty, they are going to do another thing like that.
Oh yeah.
Probably coming up at Christmas here.
Well, I was just gonna say, Jim, I was like the amount of releases and the way the last 2 years have gone with all that stuff. I think projects were delayed, and this Christmas could be like bonanza.
Great.
So
and I'm not going to have anywhere near bonanza.
Basically, need to come up with like $1,000.
So you might, start like returning pop cans or whatever right now.
Oh, who do we
said
got?
A ton of rock in Florida would be $1,000 easy.
Oh yeah, check it out. What's up, man?
What's up, Brandon?
Yeah. Oh, $1,000 for a 1 ton of rocks. Yeah, that's if you go to those landscape companies. Those guys are expensive, but Grand Rapids Gravel is literally, they build concrete and all these big whatever things. So they have just constant rock, whether they're ripping stuff up, this, that, so it's different. It's not landscape rock. I mean, but it's the kind of rock that we're looking for,
Right.
But they still have it sorted. Like I could buy it down to like pebble size almost from Grand Rapids Gravel.
There's a quarry right by me. I need to go talk to them. Yeah, there he is. What's up, Dustin?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, Grand Rapids Gravel is like literally a mile from my house.
Oh man. So what you need is a trailer.
Yeah. Oh, guys, check it out. So
what you need is a trailer, Jeff.
My boy's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, no shit. All right, who's got the scratching, Dustin?
Probably me.
Check it out.
Oh, nice. Little balance bike.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah, I muted and it wasn't me.
I don't know where it came. It came on when Dustin.
Until these two yahoos joined.
Yeah, I just muted everything and it was fine.
It's probably Dustin.
Dang it, Dustin.
It's gone.
Silence. It's a beauty. Oh, see, now we can't even hear you. Perfect.
No, Jeff, I wonder if it's you. Are you typing?
No, I'm not. But
It sounds like typing.
But mine always goes eight shit. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, freaking Enjora needs to get their shit together and start printing their links properly.
They fixed it on on a couple of the sets, but yeah.
Yeah, the sets for the C10G.
And the
Billy said he's got a nice check coming for mileage at work. Oh, so you're gonna buy us some rock?
yeah, the C10 and the Gladiator links are right also. The ones I just recently got.
Gotcha.
Brian gets his rocks from the creek one at a time.
Careful, park ranger will get you.
Yeah.
They frown on that.
Jeff is...
I doubt he has that problem down in Texas.
I don't know. They're pretty strict about their natural resources.
Banned.
Really?
Yeah.
You could literally drive down the roads around here and like all along the farm fields, there's just piles of rocks. You could get all the rocks you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, here in Georgia, you if you get caught, you get in trouble.
Yeah, I was
Well-
like, in Michigan, we'll get arrested.
And a lot of times, Jim, the rocks that you find from the farm fields aren't your typical like river rock type rock. They're like,
No. Right.
yeah,
Yeah, it's glacial stone, and a lot of it's like cracked or broke up because the way they brought it out of the field. Usually, they hit it with a plow, and then they have to dig it out.
Wrong type of rock, Raptor Man.
Hey, Jaggy, if you have tons of free rock, then load up your car and come back.
yes. And be careful on the bumps. 'Cause you'll probably
JD's
break your car.
JD said you could have your viewers send you rocks like Exocage did.
Oh yeah.
That sounds expensive.
Well, they could
Yeah.
send like smaller ones and have their name on it.
Right guy said, so what's really the scoop on the new SCX24 release?
There's a new one?
Jim
Well,
was,
we
there
were
will be.
talking about it earlier, and I mentioned that I do know that they are planning a like a limited release like the Betty again.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, I think it would be great if it was a whatever the honcho, the trail honcho,
Yeah.
and then if they were re-release the 110 trail honcho, and then they had all three of them.
Tiny honcho would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd buy it. I wouldn't really care what the price was. I'd figure out a way to buy it.
The only thing, like, I'm not a huge Toyota fan, so that's the only thing I don't like about it.
I like the old Toyotas. I had an 85, and that thing was bulletproof. And Raptor Man, it's Stone Jim time again.
I was waiting for it.
Nah.
Grizzly, I found a new thing you need to start printing and selling.
What's that?
Modular ramps that connect together like Legos.
Nope. Nope.
They're great, man.
This one little ramp.
Yeah.
Was 9 hours.
Oh, what does that look like?
Why?
Because all of it requires a ton of support.
Ah,
Oh, dude, you're printing wrong, bro.
Well, also this is a PETG, so it has to print slow.
Oh,
PLA, it
that'll
probably
do
would have cut it in half.
Dude, I just PLA and fuck it if it's got defects.
Billy
That's
says, I just bought 2 of the old Toyota body WPLs.
Nice.
Like that.
I almost did because they were trying to clear them out of the U.S. warehouse. They put them on like super sale, but then by the time I finally went to go buy them, they were sold out.
Man, these freaking links are gonna look so badass on this truck when I'm done. So
Scalpers
sweet.
are going to scoop those up just like they did with the Betty, not paying $300 for a 24 that was scalped. Well, whatever it is, it's going to be super cool, and hopefully it's a trail honcho. That's what Rye Guy said. Talking about the SCX20.
That little ramp is awesome, by the way.
That's crazy.
So all of these aren't my designs, by the way. I found them from some obscure guy who prints them. They were originally for Mini Z's, the 4x4s,
Mm-hmm.
but I scaled them up to 120% so they would fit the STX 24s. And they're awesome because they just use this little like circle post design to connect. And there's a bunch of different styles, like this arch one where you could drive under.
Oh shit.
You booted him. Jesus.
Later.
I don't want to see your stupid ramps.
Oh, he's gonna give me so much shit for that.
Sorry, Dustin.
Right as he's explaining something, just boot him.
Damn it. I was trying to solo him out and then
Oh,
Wrong button.
I wonder if he actually realizes it yet. He's still sitting there talking.
Outpost RC, what's up? How you doing?
There he is. Now watch. What do you think he's gonna say? There we go.
Wait, it's that way. Yeah, we need to.
There we go.
It's all his fault.
Okay.
All right.
Let's try this again.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There we
There we go. Don't boot him again.
go.
No, so I don't even know what I said and what I didn't before I was booted because I could still
You
hear
said
you
it
guys.
wasn't your design.
Right. It's this guy's SEI on Thingiverse. But I scaled them up 120% so they would fit the SCX 24s. And it's such a cool design because, like, they link together really simply with these little post hole things. They're kind of like Legos.
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
But not only that, he designed them so you could set up multiple next to each other, too. So they link side by side like that, too. So you
Oh,
have different tracks. Yeah. And then it's got, like, these archway ones you could drive under, these steep ones, and then he built these bridge ones, and the extensions you could put as many as you want to make the bridge longer. And then he's got these like wood planks that are designed you could print out, and I just used some paracord to stick them together.
Hell yeah.
But
That's awesome.
it's so cool. And then he's got singles, so if you want to do like just a single, there's some with like textured like rocks on them and stuff I haven't printed yet, but I might have a whole fleet of these things, build some courses.
You gonna bring him with you to Jacobs?
Man, I'm bringing so much stuff to Jacobs. I don't even know if I could pack all this.
Just rent a U-Haul.
And then for those steep parts, if you have traction issues, you could get some of that like sticky back sandpaper and just stick it on there.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, the traction tape for like skateboards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have some of that from a different project I had that I could stick on there, but they seem to do okay because I print them standing up like this, so there's like
So the
lines
texture,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. But the cool thing is like this print needs no supports other than under this little circle here and under these guys so they can actually print out. But like all of these designs, the way they print, I don't need supports on pretty much any of this other than like a couple beams here and there to catch it. But
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's with PLA though.
yeah, this is all PLA, so it prints a lot
Yeah.
quicker than PTG.
Well, that and since it's a lower temperature filament, it cools quicker, so you can do longer stretches without support.
Yeah, a lot steeper overhangs and angles and stuff.
Yep.
And I also found out that my printer, when it runs out of filament, will actually stop and resume where it was. So this one was white, and then I ran out of gray,
Gray.
black. I was like, sweet. That was pretty
So LGRC said, "Good day, all."
You must be from Australia.
And Jeff Brown said, "Be right back." And I noticed since he's been gone, no more clicking.
Nah.
Ah,
JD said
That's it.
that this Christmas is going to be expensive for me. 3 TRX4s and whatever 24 comes out.
Right. There
Billy
we go.
said, "That's dope as hell, Dustin."
thanks, man.
Brian said, "Reminds me of model train sets."
Yeah.
Raptor Man wants to know what the average print time is on those.
So the little ramps take about 10 to 12 hours, and then these really steep, tall ones, they do require support through here and in the front. So these take about a day and a half. Same for the bridge ones. But
A day and a half.
Yeah, but that's just letting it run. You don't have to sit there and monitor it. You just let it go. Go do
No,
whatever
but
you want
it's
to
still
do.
print time.
Yeah.
I had one that took 4.5 days. That was insane. And
Was
it was
that your
smaller
castle?
than these ramps. Yeah, it was that castle, yeah.
Thing was awesome.
It's really cool, but it was so crazy long. About
See,
day 2, I was like, man, I should have not done this because now I can't print anything for a while.
See, that's my problem though. Is like I can't print stuff that takes that long anymore because I'm hearing an echo.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck happened? Like all of a sudden, my phone.
Somebody's getting a phone call.
Is Jim, I think Jim's getting a phone call. And that's phone call. Poor
But
Jim.
yeah, I can't. I can't print stuff that takes that long anymore because I can't have the printers tied up for that long.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, since mine's just a hobby, I don't mind having them tied up for as long as whatever the print is. But for you actually need to get stuff out.
Yeah. Not as much on the FDM printers anymore. I'm doing a lot more resin stuff now because it just comes out so much nicer.
It really does.
Oh.
I'm just limited on size.
Resin printing is so nice.
Yeah, I love it, and it's so honestly, it's so much easier than FDM printing.
Yeah.
The hardest part is setting up the printer for the resin you're using. That's it, or setting up the file for the printer you're using.
How's taking supports off of that stuff? I haven't really looked into it much, but is it a lot easier?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything that has supports on it right now, but they pop right off. Yeah, so the way the supports work is they come to a point, so they're barely attached to
Like
whatever
tiny
it
little
is.
needles
Yeah,
holding
it's
something
just
up
little
and they just
needles
break
holding it
away.
up. Yeah. Yeah, depending on how much support you do, it can get a little more difficult just because they're so close together. But for the most part, stuff just breaks right off.
Yeah. I've talked myself out of doing prints just based on the amount of support material I would need because I do not want to clean it up when I'm done. It fucking sucks. It's the worst part by far.
Yeah, I don't actually have anything up here right now that has any supports on it. It's all been cleaned up. But yeah, so this thing, for example, needed supports through each one of these little areas.
The little channels.
So all these back ones needed supports, and then it needed a couple kind of inside here to keep it from collapsing on itself. Yeah. So, and then I had to figure out how to get all of that off of here because this is all one piece.
Yeah. This whole box is just scraps I had to tear apart with like pliers and stuff to get off of those ramps. It's just awful, dude. Ugh, I hate it. But then stuff like those big ramps that support that on the back of the lattice part all came off in one piece.
Yeah.
Pop it out. So I'm like, sometimes supports are easy. It just depends on where it's connected.
Yeah, it just depends on how the file's set up. Because you can adjust like spacing in between support and print and all that, and how thick the layers are, and all, like I got all into that, and I finally got to the point where I just didn't care anymore. I'm like, just do auto supports. I don't.
Yep. That's kind of where I was at too. I tinkered with it for a while to try and make it easier on myself later, but I found that I can just take my rage out with a pair of snippers versus the rage on the computer of trying to set up the supports in the first.
I'm trying to think of other stuff that I had that had. Oh, the one that really kills me is the spare tire mount thing, or the spare tire for the Bronco, the little blanks that I do. The whole inside has to be supported, otherwise it collapses on itself. So to get that out, I have to use a pair of needle nose pliers and just pry it out, like stab it and pry pieces out and everything. It sucks.
Try and break away those connection points. Hope that it just comes out easy, but it never does.
And I've only broken one of them.
Nice.
I've only broken one.
I snapped two of these rams. I just glued them back together.
Yeah. See, that's another nice thing about PLA is you can actually glue it with PETG. Glue doesn't stick to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Too oily or something?
No, it's just a really slick surface. So, and I don't know if it is the oils in the plastic material, but it doesn't take paint well. Doesn't glue together.
Oh snap! What do we got?
So why do you use it? Because it's strong.
So it has better heat resistance. So because it's a higher heat plastic, like you could leave it sitting on your dashboard in your car, and it's not going to melt whatever it is.
Right.
Now, if you're in like, what's that?
What is that you said won't melt?
PETG,
okay.
plastic for printing. It doesn't melt as easily as PLA, which is what a lot of people print out of. So like if you had a truck that had a bunch of PLA parts on it and one that PETG, if you sit them on your dash in the middle of the day, the PLA one would melt, the PETG one wouldn't. Now, if you were in like Arizona or something like that, where it's stupid hot and you shouldn't be outside anyway, yeah, it would probably melt. But
here in Washington, where it only ever rains, PLA works great.
Yeah. But but like, so the printing temperatures for PETG, mine prints at 240 degrees Celsius.
Damn.
So it's hot. Like it's a stupid high heat resin. It's just under what you have to print like ABS at.
Dang.
So,
I was gonna say I've looked into printing ABS because that's the other material I had on hand before I got my printer. I just had some for some reason.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I want to mess with that.
So a lot of printers can't properly do it because you'll melt parts of the printer.
Right.
And the other thing is it's toxic.
Hey,
Oh,
Jay,
Yeah.
we were getting that background noise, and then whatever you did there, like you were reaching up, it went away, and then it came back when you pulled your hand away.
Yeah, I I muted Jeff.
I know he did. Honestly, I think it's a StreamYard thing, but it's like my phone works fine, and then all of a sudden it starts acting wackadoo. See, now it's gone. So it's like,
Yeah.
maybe because I didn't say anything for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Is your phone plugged in charging?
Yeah.
That might be what it is.
It might be interfering with the mic.
Yeah, because I know who's that guy? The one that's always on Corey's. Now I feel bad that I can't remember his name.
No, it's still doing it. If you just unplugged it, it's still doing it.
We'll just all sit here in silence.
I was trying to see what would happen.
The other thing I was thinking is, are you just listening to it through the speaker on your phone, or do you have headphones in?
No, I have an iPhone. You know, it's dumb. I guess I could listen through my computer and turn off my phone.
Yeah, but then there'd be a delay. It'd be weird.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all right. It just sounds like bullfrogs. Like you're out in the swamp. It's no big deal.
It comes and goes.
Exactly.
Dusty was wondering what type of resin you're using, Grizzly.
Depends on what I'm printing, but it's usually it's a mixture of a bunch of different resins that I've put together to make it work.
Have you tried using bong resin?
No.
He said he's got an Elegoo Saturn.
Yeah, I mean, a good one to start with, just to get stuff out, if you're not too worried about the different properties of the resins, is just to get like an ABS-like resin, because they print clean.
Is resin toxic too? Is that why they're covered? Most of the ones I see have a case over them.
Resin, so it's not necessarily toxic as far as like breathing it in, but it can cause like chemical burns on your hands, so you got to wear gloves anytime you're working with it.
Caustic, but not toxic.
Yeah, but they all have like a funky smell to them.
Yeah, I heard they kind of stink.
Yeah.
Ooh, that smell.
Right.
So how do you learn what resins to use and how to mix them? I mean, is it just a matter of spend the money and try?
Yep. That's really what it is. So you can kind of read up on resins about what their properties are. So a lot of what I would do is I would go and watch, I can't remember the channel right now, but there's a channel that this guy, companies send him resins and he'll test their strengths and weaknesses and melting points and stuff like that. So I watched a lot of those to get what I wanted out of resin.
Is it that funny guy with the Google glasses that he wears in every video? Looks like a mad scientist?
No. No, he does it with resins and different filaments also. Like he tests the actual like tensile strength and stretching and warping and all that type of stuff. It's but with resins, all of them have different properties. So like I want something that can handle heat, but I also want it to be slightly flexible, but not too flexible. But then if you go too far on the strength side of it, it gets brittle. So like one of the issues that I was having for a while was I was making it too rigid, and if I would like drop a part on the ground, it would shatter.
Oh shit.
So like it would literally act like glass. So
wow.
Yeah, it took some time.
And that was with the resins?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I kind of have like 3 or 4 different resins that I kind of mix together in different ratios just to go with to get what I want out of it.
Right.
So.
Okay. Cool. Man. That's gonna be some tinker in there.
Yeah. I mean, but you don't have to do that. So like for me, it's because I'm selling the parts. Like I don't. If I was using it for myself, I wouldn't care. I'd probably just go with like an ABS resin, ABS like resin. Just because it's cheap, it's readily available everywhere, and it'll give you super clean prints. But since I'm selling it to people, I don't want to have the issue of it randomly breaking and me having to replace parts all the time. So
V&B Speed, welcome to the show. He says, hello, y'all. Happy Friday.
Happy
it's
Friday.
Saturday now.
Yeah.
Depends where you're at.
Yeah, it is here.
Still Friday
in
here.
East Coast. Nah. Well, we could do that.
Every time I see light that thing up, I think of just a regular pipe.
Right?
It's been so friggin' long since I've had one.
No, this is my glass Sherlock.
Oh, God, the freaking piston.
Elementary, my dear Rockwolf.
The freaking piston thing in this office chair is dead, so it keeps sinking down slowly.
Actually, my dear Dustin, it's not elementary. It's Gorilla Cookies.
Gorilla cookies?
That type, yeah. Is that a hybrid or a sativa or?
Oh, definitely a hybrid. Yeah, everything I have is a indica heavy hybrid.
Nice.
I'm not big on the sativa stuff.
Indica's the really relaxing, chill one, right? For the body high.
Think of it like this: Indicouch.
That's what it is. I knew there was a trick.
Yeah, Indicouch.
Somebody told me that at one point.
Most people smoke indica and they're just kind of veg and they're just like, yeah. But like I'm an old stoner, so like Indicouch is just kind of like a mellow stone for me. Sativa is just like, like weed light for me. It doesn't even really give me any effect too much.
How about edibles? Do those affect you much?
There is a 3% of the human population that cannot ingest by eating and get any effect.
Like their body doesn't break it down? Yeah, that's crazy.
My body just doesn't absorb it that way. It doesn't. I've had buddies make gummies, and like, we all have our own grows. And so he made his own extract and made gummies with it. And I mean, they were great. People were taking one and they're like, wow. And I mean, these people weren't like, kids that didn't know what they were talking about. Yeah. He gave them to me. I'm like, it's not going to work. He's like, no, go ahead. Take 20 of them. Eat what you want. Try them. I ate them by the handful. Nothing. And all my life, it's been the same way, back when I was a kid. People would get brownies and I'd eat a brownie and I'd be like, what's going on, guys? And they're all like, got a good buzz. And I was like, this sucks.
That's funny.
And it took me a long time, but I finally figured it out that, yeah, there's, I actually read up on it, and there's 3% of the population. I'm one of them.
Nice. I'd heard that before. On Joe Rogan's podcast, his tech guy, his buddy that does them with him, he's the same way. Edibles just don't affect him. His body can't process it correctly, so it doesn't affect him at all. He's like, yeah, gummies just taste like shit tasting gummies, and brownies are like not that good brownies. That's it.
Right. Yeah, it's just food.
Right.
That's
B&B said the beard, what's up?
What's up?
There's my chat.
Local 24 RC Solutions, Rip Harambe.
Nice to meet you too, VMB. Because you were talking about Gorilla Cookies.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I'm finally catching up. Grizzly Works, RC, nice to meet you, VMB Speed says. LGRC says that's a disability, Rockwolf. That kind of is for me, ain't it?
The government will pay out on that, right?
Maybe. I'm already on disability. Maybe I could get my disability upped. I don't know.
Hey, man, if marijuana gummy bears don't do anything to you, you should see if those sugar-free ones on Amazon do anything to you.
Oh God!
Apparently, that'll blow your asshole right through your fucking toilet.
Just
I'm good,
reading the reviews on that is that's a good way to spend a few hours.
Oh, absolutely.
Just go read the reviews.
A good way?
Yeah, it's hysterical. Just reading the reviews.
People's reviews are insane. They're just diarrhea stories, like paragraphs or.
I'm good, man. I don't need to hear. VMB Speed says upper left. Howdy, buddy. What's up?
Hey, VMB.
No, there's some people with some really good writing skills that write those reviews. Like,
yeah,
they should be publishing some of their work.
100%.
Were they that graphic?
No, just
but in
very
like a funny way. They're all
in a funny way.
They were eloquent.
Yeah, they're made to be funny, like, and they're
comedy
good.
gold.
Yeah.
Double A, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, just been busy, bro. I haven't even uploaded a video in like 14 days. Maybe even longer.
There he is.
I know, man.
Nuts.
I keep checking,
let's
and
find out.
you just don't have nothing there. I'm like, what's going on?
I got a new job, new schedule. It's just crazy.
Now, were you or weren't you moving?
I was moving, or was
But now
planning on moving. We were trying to sell our house and buy a house, but the couple houses we found fell through, other people got them. So we're at the point now where we're probably not gonna sell our house for a while, just because the interest rates are starting to skyrocket. They're like 8% right now, and I'm like,
wow,
there's no shot in hell I'm gonna buy a house at 8% interest.
Ooh,
right.
No, that's bad.
I'm not gonna do it. So
That's really bad.
well, yeah, we'll hold off till they drop back down. The market's kind of stale up here. Houses have been on the market for 30, 40 days, and nothing new's coming up. So
Hey,
I'm
Dustin,
on hold with that.
you can buy a house with a 1980s interest of 16%.
Hey, if the house was only 40 grand, I might, but they're still not that cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, last video you uploaded was the WPL tracked vehicle. 14 or 20 or 2 weeks ago, it says. It doesn't give me a day count, just 2 weeks ago.
Hot damn. I gotta do something, man.
I just figured you were moving.
I wish I was.
I'm curious to see how this one I just uploaded ends up doing. I'm waiting for it to process HD before I post it, but it's a 21-minute video.
Nice. I do the same thing.
That's generally how long my videos are.
Yeah. I'll schedule a video to release and then check on it. And if it still hasn't processed in HD, I'll push the release time back because I hate watching videos at like 320p and they're grainy and shitty. I'm like, no one's going to enjoy this.
Yeah. I usually always post my videos in 1080.
I mean, that's what mine are too. But like YouTube, if you post a video right after you upload it, it won't show as 1080 for like a couple hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
So people who are like right there ready to watch it when it comes out, they have to watch a video filmed with a fucking potato. Rough.
Yeah.
So LGRC said, what's the beard working on? I just did a dodgy paint job on a Betty Body metallic blue and black.
I am building my new truck that will be debuting probably next Saturday.
And V&B said, reaction. So many new faces. I'm going to have to go stop in.
Yep, Reaction RC, Jeff is in the house.
Double A said, I'm in Idaho on my deer hunting vacation.
Nice.
Cool,
That is
Double A.
nice.
Jason, 2 weeks from today, you're going to be in the air right now.
Yep.
I'm so stoked. It's gonna be awesome.
Dude, his course is looking freaking amazing too.
It is.
It is.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait.
I'm totally gonna like build mine like his when I rebuild mine.
I
Me
think
and
I'm gonna
Jason
end
were
up doing
just
the
talking
same
about it earlier.
Hell yeah.
because I haven't even started putting mine together yet out in the garage, and I'm like,
Yeah.
the way
Well-
he does his, it works so well.
The one thing I don't like about mine are the tall sides I have on it because you can't film worth shit. Everything's like down in a bowl.
Oh yeah,
Dude, what you got to do is have you ever been to the zoos at like the certain enclosures? You can like pop your head up in a dome and look at them at ground level.
oh gosh, yeah.
You need to do that on your
Put a
course for
little dome
cameras.
in
You can
there
have
and
little
turn it
dome
around.
cameras, so it's like
Yeah.
ground level.
Yeah.
And then you get 360 cams and stick them in there so that
Exactly.
you can just follow
It-
everything around.
360 GoPros and little domes, bro.
Heck yeah.
You could use RC parts and a receiver and
You could
hook it up with a drive motor and like
and
you could
slowly.
just pull the trigger and it would just sit there and rotate.
Hell yeah.
And you could back out.
I've seen people do it with track cameras with RC parts so that they have their cameras on a track so it can go back and forth.
Yeah, was that you that was somebody was showing me they had a track system set up in there.
Not me.
It might have been
LGRC, sweet. Next Saturday reveal
Yep.
if he gets the body back.
Yes. Well, he Josh said he was gonna paint it this weekend, so
Uh-huh.
if I can make it to reaction next Thursday,
3 weeks.
I will be getting the body from him.
You know what Maz always says.
2 or 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks.
Here's my newest build that I don't think anyone's seen yet.
Jeff said, man, don't know what's causing the static. Doesn't happen on the other stream.
That's
yeah. It sucks. I'm not even going to weigh in on what's causing it. That looks badass, man. What rims are those?
Gunners RC.
They're Trial Type D.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Nice.
I've got those.
Little red servo.
What's going on, Sean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Man, everybody's
doing,
doing
brother?
deadbolts right now.
Right? I had this one laying around.
That's
It was
what this
totally
cat
stock.
is. Look at Deadbolt.
Hell yeah.
I'm also trying out these mofo what are those things called? Where the shock mounts to the trailing
Oh,
arms.
the
There we
trailing
go.
arms.
Yeah.
Trailing arms.
It
Yeah.
actually works pretty well. I've
Yeah,
been
I've got some.
surprised.
I like them. Yeah,
Dude,
Axial actually says that the deadbolt sells 4 to 1 to the others.
That's because it's the cheapest. And anyone getting in or anyone who wants something that they're going to tear apart pretty quick, they just buy a deadbolt.
Well, yeah.
All
Anybody
right.
that wants to do custom builds and needs a donor, they do a deadbolt. But then the other thing too is out of the box, stock for stock. I think it's the best performing one too.
Yeah.
Until the V2s came out, yes.
Yeah, true.
Hey, good
'cause-
news, Jason.
Well,
Sean just said, got a package coming your way on Monday, Jim. So that's
yeah.
that's that Jeep and deadbolt bodies for that I'm going to do for you.
hell yeah.
Nice.
Geometry wise and style wise, though, I would agree with you, Grizzly. If all of them had V2s, I'd go with a deadbolt.
Oh
custom
yeah,
run
a
stock. They're so
deadbolt.
solid.
So this one is this one a V1? I can't remember. This is a spare parts build, so I can't even remember what's in it right now. It's V1 Electronics.
So
that
hell
thing looks
yeah, that's
awesome.
what we're going to be doing with it, Sean. We setting Jason up one of these. Is it white or yellow, Sean? Jeff said deadbolt has been the hot seller lately in his shop.
Yeah.
A lot of people doing deadbolt builds.
Well, I mean, it just makes sense in my mind because you can build every truck with that purchase because it comes with all the. Well, I guess every one of them does. Actually.
Yeah, they all come with the links. Well,
Yeah.
so like the way I like to set mine up is deadbolt rears with C10
Fronts.
the C10 front, yeah,
Front.
C10 fronts on it to stretch
Yep.
it a little bit, and this thing just it crawls over anything.
Yeah, that's my favorite combo as well. Double A says, looking forward to my Rusty Pumpkin FCX24 I ordered, and the new FMS Max Smasher coming out on the 24th. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Max Smasher.
Yeah.
For sure.
I've been yelling for a Ford body.
AKA
I picked up FMS's little speed motor for the FCX24, and they're open diffs. Swap them in the monster truck, see how it does. I think a little more speed is really what it's going to need, but it'll be perfect.
Have you seen Matt Carwell at 2FM? He did his review on it. That thing's supposed to be fast.
That's right when I bought it. I wait for him to do reviews on their stuff because I know he will, and he does a good job. And I'm like, yeah, I'll buy it.
Let him spend the money.
Oh, he didn't spend the money. They send that shit to him for free. Plus, I use his links, so he gets money from me.
There you go.
Yeah, they sent him both of the Max Smashers.
Oh yeah, he's been teasing different parts in the videos because he can't show a full release yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually sent me pictures when he got them. He was like, I got these pictures, and it was just these boxes sitting on the front seat of the truck, said FMS.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, monster trucks ? And I was like, maybe, I hope so. And then like he was out of town. He had somebody pick him up for him. And then he got home, and then I got pictures where he opened up the box, and yeah, it was the monster trucks.
What did Jeff just say?
My friend does the Horizon Hobby warranty repairs and such, and I'm always messaging him.
Yeah, he's talking about the
V2s are
V2s.
having issues, yeah.
Yeah, V2 systems going dead in one day. Yeah. I just had 2 V2 controllers die on me. I thought my steering servo had died, and then no, it wasn't the servo. And then I checked. I thought it was the ESC, but no, it wasn't the ESC. It was the transmitter. I had 2 of them.
Weird.
The steering went, but I still had throttle.
It's almost like it's a 50-50 mix of like some people get V2s and don't have issues, and then other people right out of the box first battery on it and they fry. I don't know what the issue is.
Coming out of 2 different factories or 2 different lines, or.
But that sucks though, because the V2, like when it works way better than the V1.
Oh yeah.
It almost eliminates the need for going to an external ESC. You know, like because it actually runs smooth enough. Because like with the little spare parts build that I have, other than the fact that it's not very smooth and it can't do like nice slow crawling, it almost keeps up with the comp rig.
100%.
Which
So
is
Jeff says the
funny.
pots in the radios go out. The pots, the potentiometer. So I guess he said yes, the V2 is smoother like FOC. V&B says, Rockwolf, how many channels do you have and videos up? 0. I don't have a channel. I'm a buddy of Jason's, the beard there, and these guys have been on me to get a channel going, and I'm going to.
You do have one.
You have a channel. There's just no videos on it.
Right. Technically. Yeah, technically.
You're up there in subscribers for somebody who's never posted a video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the funny thing.
I see some people who release like really good videos and they've got like 30 subscribers, and I'm like, damn, they should have just done what fucking Rockwolf did. Don't post a video, you get more subscribers.
Just get in with a bunch of different people, and
right.
they'll send all their subscribers to you.
But yeah, I've just the big thing is I take care of my dad right now, and he's at the end of his life. So I 24 hours on call. I live here with him, take care of him. So I don't have focus time, I guess, is what I'd say. You know, I never can get really deeply into something. I can't rely on being able to finish anything. It'll straighten out eventually. Until then, I'm here with y'all.
Boom. And that's good enough.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Where are we at?
I'm right here.
My chat
D&B
keeps
said in
disappearing.
the
There we
last
go.
3 days he's had 6 videos drop. Wow, man. I think I'm subscribed to you, I do believe, man. But honestly, I probably haven't checked up in a while. But the last count that I looked on my YouTube channels, I got 388
Holy
channels that
crap.
I'm subscribed to.
Hysterical.
Holy shit.
Well, because so many people like on the live streams will say, you know, hey, I've got this channel. And so I will go check people out. And I put in an honest effort. I watch some videos, try and see what they're about. And then like 10 other people I have to check out. And then, so some people get shuffled back. And I do try to go back and catch back up on people's channels. Pretty sure I'm subscribed to V&B, but I haven't checked it out in a minute. Gunner says, you're good, dude, Jim, for taking care of your pops. Thanks, man. You know, we need to, you know, he's got nobody else. And worked out that I have the time that I can be here. So it's really good for that. Just it's the way life goes, man. Things just work out the way they're supposed to. So how are you doing out there, Sean? I know
So
you've been having a rough time.
these are the tires I'm putting on this truck.
What are those?
Yeah. What are those?
Dustin knows.
I do know.
Are those
These
what
aren't
are
the
those
exact
off
same
of?
ones.
These are the ones that come stock on the Devastator.
Devastator? That's right.
Yep.
Somebody else had those on a truck here recently, and they were like, "Oh, some of you know where these come from," and I was like, "Man, I don't." I kept trying to remember, and I know I'd seen them, but it wouldn't come to mind. How are those tires? Do they work pretty good?
They're not horrible. Yeah, they are stiff.
Oh, okay.
So they're a great option if you want that tractor tire look, because with that look, you're not really planning on doing much crawling anyways. But I will say, if you can find the RC all-wheel drive ones, they're much softer and like really, really grippy.
Oh,
So these are basically the
A
same
little
tire.
bit smaller.
you mean these?
Well, and so yeah, exactly. So the Devastator wheels are actually the same size, but on the stock Devastator rims, they widen them out like island style spacers almost.
Yeah.
So these are the same as the one Jason has, but these look and are actually spaced out much wider. When you put them on
So if I
stock
just-
rims, they look like normal tractor tires.
Throw these on some mofos, and you'll have those.
Exactly.
But they're softer. Because I really love these tires, man. I remember when they came out. These are the Mud Basher tractor tires from RC 4-wheel drive.
Yep. I had my RC, my local hobby shop, order some for me, and it took almost a month for him to finally get them. And then he messaged me that they were in. I went in, and I was like, "Hey, where are those tires?" And he's like, "Oh, I think I put them on the rack. I hope they're still there."
No.
What? So I went, and they were there, but there was a guy looking at them. I was like, "Hey, man, those are mine. I already paid for them. You can look at them, but I'm gonna take those home with me."
That would have sucked, dude. Oh.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I actually got these like right when they came out. I ordered them and got them first batch. And I threw them on a stock C10, and I took some of those mountain internal sprung shocks and like kind of jacked it up some.
Yeah.
And that thing climbed all over everything.
I love those shocks, by the way. The longer ones, not the short ones.
Right.
The 40, I think they're 42 millimeter. Those things are
Cool.
awesome. Yeah, that's what
Jeff said RC 4-wheel drive tires have been hard to get all year. Apparently, all kinds of them.
that's what I run on this too. Those mountain ones.
Nice. I've never ran those, but I'd like to try them.
They're smooth. They don't hang up on anything. They've been great.
Nice.
Billy wants some 1.2 rock crushers. Yeah, these are those 41s, but I actually run them the inverted, so it's the forced droop.
Mm-hmm.
And I just recently gave them a shot of the 100,000 diff lube, and these things like take forever to sag. They're like they just kind of. It's awesome. I mean, they move really like.
I mean, as long as you can slow crawl, that's great.
Oh, it works just fine. Yeah, when it's running, but it's just the way it dampens and just sags down like that. It just kills me.
Yeah, having them on the Bronco with the V2 electronics is the smart way to go. On a V1, I don't think they'd be very effective.
Yeah, that
all
truck,
over the place.
it just flows over the rocks. It's crazy how well it does. I've got the NHX 35 gram brass rims with the pit bolts on there, and with that force droop, and it's got the Endura high clearance and a 66 turn Endura motor, and it pisses me off because it's like, man, that thing shouldn't drive as well, because you'll like do a lot to other ones like with a Lexan body
and get way less out of it.
Well, not less, but certainly, not enough to make, you're like looking at that hard body going, wait a minute, why is this doing so well? I don't know. I just like the truck. I've got, I don't know, several, and they're each different, and they each handle different, act different. Like my Take Your Time, the black label I call, man, this thing looks like it's like a skyjacker, but it really does crawl pretty decent. I mean, it's not like, an Echo chassis or anything, but I mean, it'll drive. You're like, no, that's going to tip, and it doesn't.
Yeah. I always thought that too, but my deadbolt sits really high too. It just grips and claws over everything, and I thought I built it. It's a spare part build similar to yours, Grizzly, where I just threw stuff together that I had.
Yeah.
And then I wound up running it, and I was like, son of a bitch, why is this so good? All this other stuff I spent a ton of money on.
That's what kills me. Yeah. It freaking killed me when I took it out the first time, and it was doing lines that I know I sort of struggled with the comp truck. And I'm like, that truck is like somewhere between $700 and $800.
You know how much money is sitting in this one? I mean, this is like all mofo, every bit of it. 2 servo beasts, 2 brass axles, 2 portal.
That's a big money truck right there.
Yeah. I mean, not that I'm bitching, I love it, but I mean, and then like, that Bronco. It's like, what?
Yeah, that killed me when the spare parts truck almost stuck with what I know the comp truck could do. And I was like, I literally have no extra money tied up in that truck. Yep. All of it was just parts sitting in bins.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Same here. It's got all that shitty old brass I bought back in the day before they started painting it, and I hated using it, and it's just slapped on there. And like, I threw the claws on it because it looks good on the deadbolt and it's got clearance, so those help a lot too. But I mean, fuck, it's basically stock, and it stomps over everything. I'm like, motherfucker. I just dumped all this money into this comp build, and it does great, but I want it to do way better than this truck, and it's not.
Jeff just said he bought 20 pairs of mudslingers and 20 pairs of scramblers for the shop.
Yeah.
Took him 2 months to get them.
Damn.
Okay. I don't understand why those tires are sold out so much. I really don't like them.
Scramblers?
Yeah, the I don't like the mudslingers either, but that's more of an aesthetics thing. I know they work great, but I just don't like the way they look.
The scramblers are a great tire. I absolutely hate the way they look. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
It looks like an inner tube that you float down in the river.
Yeah.
Well, now see, I like floating in the river.
I mean, I do too, but I don't want to be floating on rocks with big fucking weird balloons. But that's just my personal taste. I love the way Patagonias look, and I know a ton of people don't like them. Me and Corey are on the Patagonia train, though. That's his favorite tire, and it's slowly becoming one of mine too. And it's not that capable, but it's just they fucking are awesome.
Now, see, the Scramblers were the first set of tires I got when I got my first deadbolt. Like within the next day, I ordered, and I didn't know what the hell I was ordering, but I ordered the Scramblers and a set of steel beadlock, the white ones, and I got those and put them on my deadbolt, and it was like twice as good, like instantly.
Oh yeah, instantly,
if not more. I mean, it was just like going everywhere now. And I was like, man, that thing's an animal. And so I've always called it animal. And so I have a special place in my heart for the Scramblers.
The Scramblers were my first tire as well, but I had them and the Steelies, but I had them on a C10, which was terrible.
Oh my god! So that thing didn't move without rubbing. It rubbed just looking at it.
I had the thing jacked up as high as it could go. I put the stiffer springs on it so that it wouldn't sag onto them. It performed terribly. Like it was so bad.
Billy the Kid said, "Good old fatty patties." That's exactly what they are, man.
Yep. I have a set that Jaggy gave me. They're on Bob the Builder.
And again, they're a great tire.
Yeah,
no, they are.
Same with the Thornbirds. They're probably pretty good, but I hate the little like nipples hanging off the ends of them. I just don't like the look of them.
Oh, see, that's what I love about the Thornbirds.
Yeah, see, now I love any tire that's got a lug hanging out there like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those ones are aggressive.
Yeah, I like aggressive.
I mean,
Jeff said Patagonia tires rock.
Aggressive nipples.
They're oddly
Now they're hard to
sexual. I
get.
don't like it.
I'll back order. He said he back ordered 20 pairs of Patagonias this week.
Hell yeah.
Billy says,
"Go
fatty patties."
My first tire that I bought aftermarket was the RC 4-wheel drive boggers. The first release, the little ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second set was the Mudslingers, and I actually bought them when they were like extremely scarce. And I paid freaking $70 for
it. Ew.
Ouch.
Oh,
For
God, that
tires?
hurts.
Yeah.
Just for the tires, yeah.
Yeah.
Sean said, patties for the win. I got 5 sets just in case.
But
My
so
first-
what was funny is after ordering those Scramblers and not really being able to drive the truck, I went complete opposite and did rock locks.
I was just gonna say,
On
my
the
first
C10.
set of aftermarket tires were rock locks, and I still got
48 millimeters.
them on the original
About
RC 4-wheel drive steel stamp beadlock wheels. These tiny little fuckers.
I've got them on the
If these were a little bigger, they would be such a good tire because they're
Yeah.
legitimately really good.
oh yeah,
It's
they
beautiful.
stick like crazy, but you high center on everything with them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they're so tiny.
But I think they look great on the Bronco.
On that.
Right.
Yeah. I think
mean-
it's a great tire for the Bronco because without any sort of trimming, you can run super low and not rub.
Yeah.
They're the perfect size for this truck, but this is a 1/25th scale, so they fit awesome. Oh, motherfucker!
And this is
They're also
Probably
a great
rough,
option for Mini Zs. If you have a Mini Z 4x4, the rock locks are an awesome aftermarket option for tires because anything too big, and they just can't handle it. The servo's too weak and the truck's too small.
Billy says, rock creepers.
Oh, Billy, now that is my number 1 tire, and I fucking love them.
Yeah.
I got them.
Then slingers.
I had them on 3 different trucks, but I only got them on 2 right now. My Bronco and my C10 both have them. Love them.
Yeah.
These are the creepers right here.
Oh no, and my I take that back. I got them on this thing too.
This is one of the best tires out there.
Yes.
It's, a 50,
good,
it's
dude.
only 50 millimeter, but it's one of the best tires.
Dude, that thing kills. If they made those a little bit bigger too, those would be a great comp rig type tire.
Well, they did make them a little bigger, but they're called the Mickey Thompson Baja MTZ.
Yeah, and it's a different rubber compound, so it doesn't stick
Right.
as well.
It's an entirely different tire. Do not get these mixed up. They're not as good.
And also, don't get this. But
Well,
that's
you
just
know, you
personally,
might want to get them. These are the Endura. You get them from Endura. They're just like the Creeper, but they're a little bit bigger. and they're a little bit stiffer. It's not as good a tire.
I like a lot of the stuff Endura makes, but I don't really like their tires. They're just
Their
not very
newer
sticky.
tires are much better compounds on their last 4 tires.
I haven't bought them since like back when they first released tires, and they were ass back then.
Oh yeah, they were
rock
terrible.
hard and like slick.
Well, there's these.
There you go, guys. There's a glimpse of kind of what the truck is going to look like.
Nice.
Just different body on it.
Yes.
Hey, what trucks are you bringing?
I am bringing this truck once I get the body.
Is that the one we're gonna shoot with a gun?
No.
No.
Because I love that idea, and I think we should do it.
I don't know if I have a truck that I'm willing to sacrifice for that.
Then don't lose the comp, bro. It's that easy.
Yeah, well,
Loser
So-
loses their truck. That makes you work hard at it.
So I'm bringing this one. I'm bringing my Donko for the 1/18th comp. And then I'm bringing my Deadbolt. And I'm probably going to bring Hulk.
Nice. I'm excited for you to drive my comp rig. You haven't driven a low CG comp rig yet, have you? Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Which
have
one?
driven I've driven actually one with the mass chassis. Logan has it.
Oh, nice.
Which one do you
Jeff
have?
said, Jeff said
Me?
the RC 4-wheel drive IROC 1.0 tires are really good. I haven't seen the IROC.
Which ones?
The IROC
IROC?
From what company?
RC 4-wheel
RC
drive.
4-wheel drive.
I haven't seen those either. IR,
I
okay.
thought you
Yeah.
had a set, Jim.
Not IROC.
No?
No.
Sounds like a Corvette
Yeah, the IROC Z.
or Camaro.
No, that was the Camaro.
Camaro. Yeah.
Camaro, yeah.
And Gunner's Sean said that your truck looks nasty. He said,
Nah.
nasty, Jay.
Heck yeah.
Double A said, Jason, are you coming out west?
Yes, I am.
Oh, the IROC Super Swampers look like rock locks.
Oh,
Maybe like
really?
a newer version of them. Yeah, they look like between a pin tire and a rock creeper.
I haven't seen the IROCs. Is that it must be a new tire then, huh?
Must
Oh, I'm
be.
trying to
I
find a
haven't
good
heard
picture of
them
it, and I'll
yet.
put it up.
Jeff said they were hard to get too.
Are these 1.0s? Oh no, those are the 1.9s. Hold on.
Double A said Swampers.
Those
Oh, I
1.
might have been looking at the 1.9.
Those 1.9s are pretty.
IROC are 58 millimeter, which is nice. Yeah, that's like right in there. I like 54 to 58 millimeter is my favorite tires range there, Jeff.
I like 52 to 56 is biggest I go.
I was totally looking at the 1.9s.
Yeah, those
The
1.9s
1.0s
are
aren't as
pretty.
aggressive looking.
Jeff said 4 months old. Okay, somehow I missed those. Huh.
Yeah, they're pretty cool looking.
You got
Yeah,
any
well-
in stock, Jeff? If you got some in stock, set them aside. I'll have Jason come get them.
Looks like nobody's got them right now. The only ones I'm finding in stock are the 1.9s, 1.7s, and 1.55s.
Billy the Kid said, yeah, they make 1.9 rock creepers.
I'll have to get a set of those for my Traxxas. The Mickey Thompson Baja Claws, the RC all 4-wheel drive ones, the old ones, those were really awesome on foam courses. Those
Oh,
little tires grip
Yeah,
like
they dig in.
crazy. Yeah, I actually ruined some of my courses running those. Yeah, they're so aggressive.
The knobs that stick out kind of on that, like where the tire curves over, that just digs into foam.
Yeah, it eats it up.
oh, are those the Baja Claws, Jim?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're like a less excited Thornbird.
Yeah. I got those on my Bronco, my red Bronco.
Well, let's see. There's a thorn.
See, I love those tires.
Yeah, looking at them head on at the tread, they just stick out so far. It's weird looking to me. I don't know.
Love them.
Yeah,
There's,
I like a tire like that.
There's the IROX for anyone.
I
that
mean, I
wanted
wouldn't
see
want to go
'em.
down the road with something like that. You ever listen to something like that on the road?
Oh yeah, that
yeah.
would be terrible.
I got a big old set of mud terrains on my
Is
Toyota.
there a better view of the tread?
That's the only view I can find of them.
Really?
Everything
Yeah,
else is
you
is
can
pictures of the
kinda get an idea.
1.9s.
The little the little IROC logo on the side looks so familiar.
Came out about the same time as the Pro X. That must be how I missed them. I was so focused on the Pro X. And Jeff is ordering more right now. Good. I will. When you get a set, let me know and I will get them, Jeff. Due back in stock any day.
Hell yeah.
Billy the Kid says Hyrax or junk. He gave his away. I like my Hyrax.
Really, I enjoy my Hyraxes.
I also got rid of my Hyraxes.
See, tires are a very, very personal thing. I mean, where you get one person loves it, another guy will hate it, and it, you know.
I think it just comes down to where you're driving them
Yeah, I think you're 100% right.
and what you're on and all that. Oh wait, here we go. Here's
Wait,
a better.
wait a minute. As opposed to, you know, if you're like,
Here's a better picture of the tread. Hold on.
Look at it. Ha.
it's a Ranger, it's an
Hey.
extended cab Ranger.
It,
There you go.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Let's see that, Jason.
Oh, I'm trying.
We were
Oh,
black screen there for a minute. Those are not. Yeah, I think I'd like those. I
yeah.
think they perform.
And those are a 58.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
58
yeah,
millimeter.
set aside a set for me, Jeff. I'll get them.
And it's their good compound too. So X2S3.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's like the rock creepers, right?
I don't remember the compound of those.
Let me look. No, the Rock Creeper is X2SS. X2S3, the BF Goodrich, the KM3s. No.
Oh, is it the same as the Wranglers, I wonder?
Yes, the Wranglers. Mickey Thompson Baja Pro X is the X2S3.
yo, I knew I had seen that before.
Hell yeah.
The Super Swamper tires that come stock on the Red Cat have that little exact same IROC logo.
Oh,
Mhm.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an actual tire. Interco Super Swampers is an actual like 1-to-1 tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a set
I
on
thought
my.
it looked familiar. I was scratching my
on
head
my
looking at every tire
76.
I had here. I'm like, I know I've seen it.
All right. We've been on. I'm going longer. I need to change the servo wire out because it's driving me batshit crazy. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
Sean said, I'm all about the Trail Warriors. Here, I love those tires. They're great. But
Can you
if
hold
you're
them up
running
to the
something
screen?
smaller, huh?
Jim? Can you hold them up to the screen? I don't know what those look like offhand.
That's these right here. Oh wait, no, that's here they are.
Right here.
Power Hobby.
Oh, do they have like the little triangle in the middle of the tread?
Yeah.
Like diamond or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I see a lot of people run those. Those are super popular tire.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
love 'em.
I need to get those.
I know. I want to get a set of those too.
They
Those
are
what? The trail hobbies? Trail what?
Trail Warrior.
Yeah.
Trail.
Power Hobby.
Those were the other option that you sent me when I said I was going to buy a set of Power Hobbies. Jim, you said those are the ones I got. I'm happy with the ones I got, but
So the only thing with those Trail Warriors though is
Yeah,
don't
those
run
ones.
them don't run the Trail Warriors in sand.
Oh,
In
the
sand?
Mud Boss.
Yeah, don't run them in like loose sand or dirt or anything like that because they everything sticks to them.
Oh,
they
yeah.
clog right up. Eh?
Yep. On like slick rocks and wet conditions, they're awesome. They're great. But anything that's like loose just sticks to the tire.
There you go.
Which one's that?
Are those the scramblers?
Oh, scramblers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just do not like this way they look from the side. The tread looks good looking at that way, but yeah, the side is just so
Yeah, I've
weird and
gotta-
boring to me.
I've got a
It
set
looks
of them
like-
up here somewhere.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a ribbed condom in a circle. I think that's why I just don't really like staring at it. It's so off-putting.
How many of those have you stared at?
Well, I used to have this really cool trick where I could tie a clown's penis into a balloon animal. And so a lot of the times they would put a ribbed condom on for whatever reason to help me get grip. So I'd say a couple hundred,
So
Jim.
messed up.
You ran with that beautifully, man. What a great job. Hats off.
Thanks, buddy.
Did a great job with that. Just shut me right up.
That's all I do all day. People get sick of it pretty quick.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You need a
My
radio
co-
show.
My coworkers are tired of my smartass.
Oh. Man, I think it's great. Somebody
fun.
can shut me up and say, whoa, all right, that was a good one. Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
God damn it.
What happened?
I lost my lighter.
Oh,
Oh, that's a bad day for Jim.
I always have a spare.
Nah.
I do. And I've got like a whole package of them in there. So, yeah, you can't run out.
Oh, this is gonna be loud. So,
Double A says, Jason, when are you coming out? It would be awesome to meet you.
2 weeks.
we'll be down in Oregon though, which
Yeah.
actually he's pretty close to.
Jacob, yeah. We will be at Jacob's house. I will be there midnight. I will be landing in what the hell is this town's name?
Medford.
Medford. I will be landing in Medford midnight on the 28th.
Hanging
Welcome
out
to
at
the
Crawler
show,
Baller
Scott
HQ.
Quick.
We're definitely going to do a live Saturday night while we're there.
Yes.
Bench night. That's going to be fun.
Yes.
Let's see. Jeff, I will try to get down Thursday and drop off the rocks I have from the UP. Oh, that was Scott Quick talking to Jeff. Billy says he can't find any Swamp Kings or Trail Warriors. Never tried them. Oh, yeah, got that. Billy said it was an awesome time when he came up.
Speaking of Jacob, he kind of dropped off.
What do you mean?
He was in the chat.
Yeah,
Oh, was he? He's probably making more Instagram posts, man. He posts like 4 a day.
Probably, yeah.
It's awesome. Every time I log in, there's like 3 or 4 new posts from him. I'm like, damn, dude, this guy's crazy.
Actually, he might be working on his course.
Probably.
I would
Just
imagine
listening.
he seems pretty excited about you guys coming out.
Yeah, it's gonna
We're
be
all excited, man.
awesome.
Fuck.
So excited. I'm so
Oh, yeah.
excited.
I haven't been able to pee standing up straight since we heard about the news.
Really? I think you should go see your doctor about that.
That's all right.
Sounds like you got a problem.
psychiatrist.
Maybe a UTI or something.
No, I just got to bend at a 90-degree angle and I'm good to go. No problem.
Okay.
Nah.
I'll just stop right there again. See, his trick is he just one-ups you and just goes further.
I have no low that I won't go lower than.
That's what she said.
I'm not the kind of person that gets embarrassed. I just keep digging a hole way past everyone's uncomfortableness and just keep going until the room's silent. And then I'm like, all right, I won. I'm out of here.
I feel like you and I would get into a lot of trouble together.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
So before you guys meet up, you got to like start a workout program, or at least like learn Aikido or something. Aikido uses the opponent against them. So you don't
I've
have
got
to
a black
work too
belt,
hard.
so
And a brown one and a green
I was
one.
gonna say the leather belt I wear is black too. So
yeah, it's a Timberland belt. It fits pretty well.
mine's reversible. It's gray on the other side.
Whoa,
Fancy.
someone's fancy.
Actually, that's like, fancy people would scoff at that because it's two-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, they would be like, no, you need to have two belts for that.
right.
No,
And
you
then-
need to have 5 belts for one color.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're all different, slightly different shades and different leather.
One for each day of the week, and you also have to have a special spot in your walk-in closet for them,
Yes.
just for belts. It's right below watches, right above shoes.
It's funny you say that because I do have a special place in my closet for my
For
belt.
belts.
And
Wow.
whips and masks and everything. Yeah, no, me and my wife do too.
Couldn't be more different. I don't have any belts, ties, watches, any jewelry of any kind.
Really?
Yeah. I don't wear belts. I don't wear
I
jewelry.
pegged you for a watch guy. Not like
Nope.
a bunch of fancy watches, but I just assumed that you would be a guy who definitely wears a watch every day.
I have never been able to wear a watch. Every watch that was ever given to me as a child was broken.
Oh.
When I was like 20 years old, I had a good job and I went out and got me a nice watch. It died in 2 weeks. It was like a $400 watch. This was like in 1989.
Damn, that's like a $700 watch now.
Yeah, and it died in 2 weeks. And I took it back and they had no explanation for it. It just quit working.
Weird.
And they didn't understand why. They hadn't had this problem before. I break electronics. That anything I put on me
We've
that's
never
electronic.
had this problem.
Yeah, you're the third guy that day that brought that same watch back.
And that's entirely possible, I'm sure. But no, I just have a problem with electronics and me. I don't know.
It happens.
I break everything.
I like wind-up watches.
Yeah, the manual wind ones that like when you move
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're clear all the way through so you can see everything moving. And
Skeleton watches, yeah.
Yep,
That's like,
I love
dude. Okay, so now it's getting weird because that's what I also love and have. Yeah, we getting a lot.
If you throw your beard in a little thicker there, Dustin,
I just trimmed it up, man.
you guys
It's getting
you
real
could
shitty.
look like brothers. Get a pair of glasses.
See, what I got to do is shave
I-
right here, and then I
I,
look like D'Artagnan from the Three Musketeers.
I
Oh.
completely shaved mine off on Monday.
I'm pretty sure you shaved it off this morning, you fucking weirdo.
Weirdo with the beardo.
Hey, dude, the first time I saw you and I saw your beard, I was like, that guy definitely is exactly like Tim Allen in Santa Claus. He has a beard the day after he
the
shaves.
day after he shaves it,
Guaranteed.
yeah.
Billy said his belt is zip ties.
I've done that before too.
Zip.
Zip ties between the belt loops.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I was also fairly certain that Jason was Persian because of the earring. I was like, he is a Somali pirate in 2022. I can't wait to talk to this guy.
You know what I thought when I watched him on videos? I always assumed he was about 6'4".
Right? It turns out he's 5'8".
Yeah,
He's so short. No one knows that.
He's 5'2".
He has this big presence on the screen. I really did. I just assumed when I met him, he'd be, I'd be looking up to him. And when I met him, I was like, oh, he's my size. He's not a giant.
He's got that Tom Cruise camera angles all set up.
Yeah, there you go.
Looks totally normal. Turns out he's 4 foot nothing.
Oh,
Also-
like Sylvester Stallone, he's got catwalks everywhere he goes.
Exactly. Yeah, I made sure to hit up Jacob and he put a bunch of little like boxes around his course so you could see. Over there.
Oh, that's rude.
I mean, you
Double
can
A
see,
says he likes his phone clock.
yeah, that one's
Yeah.
a
No
lot easier to
wristwatches
read.
for me.
See, I'm putting the pieces together now, Jason. You keep saying that your course, it's like too tall to film, but I can see that it's 3 feet off the ground. So what's the deal?
Too tall for him to see.
Like, is it eye level when you're filming? Like,
The sides are too tall. Like
uh-huh.
it goes.
How big is the block tied to the gas pedal in your semi? Like a foot and a half, maybe?
Well, I mean, half the time when I push in the clutch, I come up off the seat.
It's a
That's awesome.
very stiff clutch.
I knew I recognized you from somewhere. You're the Lucky Charms guy. Magically suspicious.
I'm glad he said suspicious. Billy thought you were bigger too, Jason.
Yeah.
How tall are you really though? Because I also assumed you were like 6'1".
You almost hit it on the nose. I'm 5'9".
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm taller than you? Holy shit. Now I feel bad about the jokes because they're real.
Oh shit. Yep.
Oh, you really did think he was tall.
I genuinely thought he was over 6 foot. I had no idea, and I'll finally meet him in 2 weeks, but it's going to be weird when I'm slightly taller than you because
it's totally
really thought you were taller than me.
yeah, it really blew me away because I mean, looking at him on the screen, I just thought he was like 6'4".
Right? I think it's because you're in your basement and the ceilings are lower.
Yeah.
It gives this like weird illusion that you're very tall because they're not that high above you. But also you're a like slender, fit dude. You know, I sit in my chair and I'm like, yeah, he's probably like 5'6". I'm like, no, I'm just 5'6" wide. That's why it looks that way.
Billy said, "Damn Keebler elf."
Love it.
Sean says, "I look 4 foot tall on the screen. I'm 6 foot."
Right? Yeah, cameras are weird, man. They say they had 10 pounds, and it looks like I ate a couple cameras, so. We'll see.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, what I drop? Oh, it's a rubber.
Sounds like it's raining.
It's a
Yep,
what?
it's raining outside.
He dropped a rubber.
It's
Oh,
like
dropped his
40
scramblers?
degrees and raining here.
Drop the scramblers.
Get in the hole.
Billy says,
who's
"Yeah,
gonna
blew
take
me
that
away
one?"
when I showed up in Jason's basement. I'm not real big, but I felt huge." Yeah, right, Billy. Billy is a big boy. I mean,
Billy is a little bit of a lumberjack.
yeah, Billy. Don't mess with Billy.
No.
We'll just call him Mr. Bill. I mean, he's a big guy. He's what?
Oh, no.
You've got to be close to 6'4", Billy.
Mr. Bill.
I know he's all of 6 foot.
Double A says he's Shrek, 6'2", 350.
I also didn't know what Double A looked like until I met him at the he came up to a
Oh, that's right.
RC swap meet, and he told me who he was, and I was like, "Oh, hey man, nice to meet you." He's tall, dude. I mean, it's not that drastic, but yeah.
Sean called Billy Buffalo Bill. And Double A said, oh, Jason, how tall is your dad?
My dad is actually shorter than I am. He's like 5'5", 5'3", maybe.
And you guys hide it well too. You're always sitting down when he's around, so he looks over your shoulder, and I just assume he's taller than you. These guys, a couple of tricksters down there in the basement.
It is.
They're actually old Hollywood stagehands. They know all the tricks.
Right.
Yeah.
His dad actually worked on the first Lord of the Rings movie. He was in charge of making Gandalf look so much bigger.
How did you know that? Jeez.
Well, we figured with the beard grooming that knowledge must have came from somewhere, you know. So he probably
now
hung
how
out
he
with
got
the
the gig. You
dwarves.
just said he was a hobbit.
Billy says he's only 6'2", 270 only.
Only 6'2". Only.
Damn.
My cousin Travis, he is 6'2", and his wife is actually 2 inches away from being a legal, legitimate midget.
So like 4'6" or something.
Yeah.
Dang.
I think legally midget is 4'4", I believe. Something
What
like
is her
that.
ethnicity?
She's Caucasian.
Weird.
Wow.
Because
Yep.
normally, like that's someone who's a little person. Like Asian people can be pretty small, and that's normal. But like for a Caucasian or like any other race, really, to be that short and not technically be a little person is crazy.
Yeah.
Not crazy, but like rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's super short.
Billy said your dad is one of the best guys he's ever met.
Cool. Thanks, Billy. I will let him know that. Yeah, boy. Oh, here's another hint as to the truck I'm building. It's going to have a chrome roll bar.
Nice.
Of course it is. You're building it. Mr. Chrome over there.
Yep. It's actually going to be the roll bar that Jim is building, but it's going to be chrome.
This one.
Chrome definitely has its place on rigs, but sometimes some people's choices to put chrome on things is awful. Like a 2006 Cadillac Escalade with a shit ton of chrome looks awful.
This truck that I'm building can only be built with chrome.
Oh, I know what you're building. I don't know what I'm trying to guess. I was like, wait, I already know what it is.
And I'm the one getting high.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess the truck, but then Jim
But
got
then,
You must have got a contact being next door to me here.
exactly.
gonna start seeing smoke come up from the bottom of my.
That would be hilarious.
Start coming over.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I do believe that Brandon was on the live stream the first day he actually showed the picture of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
the actual
that was
truck.
the first time I met. I think
Yeah.
that was the first time we had actually met or talked.
Yeah.
I can tell more on my computer, but yeah, you look at the 3 other screens and then you look at mine, you can see there's a haze.
It's a little hazy in there.
I just noticed that.
Is that what Prince was singing about?
Who?
Didn't he sing a song called Purple Haze?
No.
No, that was not Prince.
I don't know, man.
That was my boy Jimmy.
No, Prince had Purple Rain.
Jimmy.
Rain.
Oh, that's
Jimmy
Purple Rain.
Jimmy had
Purple Rain.
Oh, Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. The other guy.
Yeah, the other guy.
Billy said his grandma's 4'3".
Wow.
You must have got your height from your dad's side, huh?
Yeah. Well,
my
grandpa on my mom's side, and my mom is only 5'2".
Right, guys.
But her dad was 6'4".
Jeez.
Yeah.
What is the? I'm gonna Google it. What's the average height of like an American male?
I don't know. I'll
I
have to
believe it's
say
like
5 foot something.
It's gone up over the years.
Yeah, it has, but
5.6, 5.6 foot.
So
5.6 would be 5.5.
Yeah, it would be about 5.5
which would be
feet.
5'6".
5'6", yeah, 5'7".
And women are 5'2". Oh, that's humans. That's not.
Yeah.
That's everybody.
Well, 5.6 would be like just over half, so it'd be like 5'7".
The Netherlands has the tallest men at 5'11" average.
Really, I would have thought it'd been the Samoans.
Yeah.
Them crazy bastards. It's just like out of the blue, you know. I mean, all other island nations, you know, you got smaller guys, and then the Samoans are like these big, huge guys.
Well, they might not be. I don't see them represented on here, so that might not be. I see Jamaicans. That's not a different type of islander.
And a different ocean.
A different ocean.
Oh yeah.
What?
Jamaica's in Atlantic and Samoa's in the Pacific. Yeah.
Isn't it all just one ocean?
It's all connected.
Isn't it all connected?
I guess if you look at it like that, you know, it is all connected, sure.
I'm just giving you shit because I like to.
Argathians. What? Sean Deshawn says Argathian. Norse are the biggest people. Argathians. I'm not sure what Argathians are. I haven't heard that.
Neither have I.
They're a homosexual sect of Argentina men.
Huh?
They call them Argathians.
Yeah. That's a good one. Man, that was quick. Double A says, hell yeah, I have some Norwegian in me. Yeah? Does he like it?
Whoa.
Whoa. Where's the party?
Not
I mean, come on. He said it.
Not a Norwegian.
If you're gonna
some
set
Norwegian.
it up that good, someone's got to spike it.
Right. You know, hey, we still got 22 people watching. That's not bad for an unannounced, spontaneous stream in 2.5 hours. It's actually up from where it was like 20 minutes ago. We only had 20 people.
I like his response. Wouldn't you like to know?
Double A, wouldn't you like to know? Sean says he dropped his whole build laughing. Good. Glad we could give you a good one. That's what she said.
Why were we talking about tall people? I
don't know.
already got lost.
I don't remember, but I have an excuse. You know, I don't.
Sure, I was.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. They asked
That's
how
right.
tall Jason.
Talking about Jason's camera trickery.
Yeah, because he looks super tall at that angle.
And we made our way all the way
Even
to
right
Norwegian
now, knowing how
buggery.
tall he is, I'm like, nah, he's taller than that. He's lying.
All right, let's see how this thing can crawl.
Yeah, I'm one of the big dudes. I'm 6'3", 310 pounds.
Dang. That is so tall.
I gotta hurry.
Not too tall. It's just
And I'm
Real tall.
almost 2 inches shorter now than I was in high school because of a back
Whoa,
surgery.
what happened?
Back surgery.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Spinal fusion, or
I'm same. I've dropped about 2 inches between my leg accident and my 2 broken backs and my broken neck.
Yeah. Yeah, I stopped growing in 9th grade, my junior year of high school. I was already
Holy shit.
You were
almost 6'5".
6'5"?
Yeah, I
So-
was just about 6'5".
Every sports coach was like, "Hey, you're gonna play it on our team."
Yeah.
Right?
In middle school, I played basketball, and I was easily the tallest person
Yes,
out there.
you think? 6'5" in middle school. Holy
No,
crap.
I was. Yeah,
I
at
was
the end of
probably
middle
still in the
school,
fours in middle school.
when I went into middle school, I was about 6 foot.
Oh,
That's
shit.
Crazy, dude.
I was probably in my fives by the time I left middle school, but I know I was in my fours when I went in 4 foot
Just
something when I went into middle
Walking
school.
around looking for classes, and like the teacher's like, "Oh, what class do you
class
teach?"
you teaching? Yeah. There's a picture of me somewhere on the basketball court where I just have my hands up and I'm just towering over this guy that's trying to pass the ball in, and he's
Like the whole other team.
It's a legit David and Goliath photo where you're just like,
I'm just standing there like this,
Try
and
me.
he's trying to throw the ball in because he's gone out, and he's like,
And you
I
couldn't
can't
see
do it.
him from the camera from behind you.
No, you couldn't. You could. I mean, I think you could see his leg, but you could tell what I was doing.
He's eating that child.
Parents in the stands.
There's a
"Why is this
monster on the
grown-ass man on the court."
right. I think the referees interfering, and he's also
Other
not wearing
parents
the
are
right shirt.
protesting.
Yeah.
What are they doing with a high school kid?
Oh, that just went down hard. Is there something soft for it to land on at least? Nope.
His nickname on the team was HGH.
We totally didn't quit paying attention to Jason. Probably a good thing, seeing as how he
Boy,
felt.
that's slipping off of there pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
It's
is a
those tractor
tricky
tires.
spot.
It's the tractor tires.
Yeah.
They look
Oh,
good,
is
but
that
they're
it?
not great for rocks.
This is a pretty difficult climb, though. It's not very steep, but it's pretty difficult. Oh,
It's where your tires land. See how the bottom one is down kind of almost under a lip, and then the other one is right at a crest, so you're not getting real traction.
I just lipoed.
Oh shit!
Are you saying your battery wasn't charged? Well, that's not like you.
Well, this was one of the dead batteries from the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I toasted a battery. My first time actually killing one. I cannot get it to charge. I didn't think that was possible.
My kids have killed a ton of them. They leave them plugged into the truck all the time.
It wasn't even plugged into the truck. It just died because there's no lipo cutoff on the lipo cutoff didn't work because it died to the point where the steering would work like most of them do.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I was walking back to my room maybe 45 seconds and I was just twisting it for fun, and then it stopped moving the wheels and I was
Oh,
like,
no.
oh shit, what happened? But it's a Fury Tech Lizard and a Dumbo RC receiver, but for whatever reason it just killed that battery.
Billy says, he says Jason never has charged batteries. Never.
Grizzly and a V1 ESC with a Lizard Pro and a WPL. I mean, you could probably make it work. It's
It
just
will.
electronics. Yeah.
It will work. I've done
will.
that actually.
Okay. Well, there you go.
But
I got a super old video doing that on my little.
did it draw
white
a lot
WPL
of
truck.
heat? Did it create a lot of heat?
No,
No.
that the motor in the WPL is bigger than the one in the SCX 24s, so it didn't.
Well, yeah, it seems like maybe it would draw more than the system could handle.
I don't think so because it's not a well, the truck I have, it's that little white ready to run WPL Toyota, and so it's like a shitty little motor. Yeah, it's just a tiny little motor, and there's
Yeah, it's a
not much
130.
strain. Yeah,
It's a 130. Yep.
but it ran a V1 electronics just fine. I didn't have a Lizard plugged into it, but it ran on just V1 electronics, and it ran better than the WPL stuff. So I don't see why a Lizard Pro would make it not work, because it would.
Okay. Sean said any Fury Tech will drain battery if you leave it plugged in. He don't know why.
Yep.
Yeah.
They do.
Oh.
They have a, I don't know what it's called in
Draw.
RC, but I know in like automotive it's called a parasitic draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it might be because of the Bluetooth dongle.
No, it'll do it without it plugged in.
Oh, really?
Billy said he's got the 180 motor and he's got a 370 also. He got the 2-speed transmission.
Yeah, I don't. I guess I can't speak to those motors. I just know what it did in my ready to run.
Right.
You know, the WPL like trucks, they can be really good if you get like the kit ones or you upgrade the ready to runs. But mine's totally stock, so it was fine. It didn't really draw much.
The kit ones I just recently saw were super cheap on Amazon.
Are they?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Billy just got one. He just ordered 2 trucks. I think he said he got them for under $200.
Yeah.
I ordered 11 different full metal kits from WPL directly. Last year. I ended up giving like 5 of them away. I've got 6 of them up there.
Damn.
So I do believe the only parts I need to build yet another rig are nothing.
We'll catch you later, Billy.
You have axles?
I do.
You have axle internals?
Yeah.
Frame
Yeah,
rails?
those are built.
Bearings?
Oh, so that's the thing I need. Frame
Bearings?
Oh,
Oh, you know what? You know what you should do? If you're you can build a monster truck. There you go.
Hijacker.
I was gonna say if you needed a frame, get that $18 OGRC LCG one.
There you go.
I thought you had an LCG frame.
I did. I canned it.
Oh.
Every time I'd make a revision on it, somebody else would come out with something that was almost identical, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to release it now. So I'd revise it again, and then a week later, somebody else would come out with almost the same thing. So,
Gotcha.
So what you're telling us is that your studio there is bugged.
maybe, I don't know. I gave up because it wasn't worth it to me. I was putting
Somebody's
way
got
too
a
much
camera
time
over
into
your
it.
shoulder.
When it feels like there's only so many different designs you could make for a low CG
Yeah.
chassis anyways that
Yeah.
you know, unless it stands out like Mofo's crazy AF chassis or whatever is so drastically different than most of the other low CG ones that it makes sense. I don't know if it's any better or worse.
But, I mean, at its core, the geometry on it is almost the same as any LCG chassis that's out there.
Right.
That's the thing is once you figure out that geometry that works, that's what's going to work, and the rest of it is just design.
Right.
Yeah, well, you got link mount points that are, you've got a range of spots to put them in.
Yeah.
Make it right. And shock mounts, they got to be in a certain spot or a certain area anyway.
And then the angled skid, which is actually a pretty big improvement over stock.
Yeah. It's crazy when you get into like building and modding these trucks, how many different opinions people have about the right way to do it or how it has to be. And somebody, I forget who it was, I was watching a video, but someone broke it down really easy. They're like, yeah, everyone's opinion doesn't mean you're wrong or right, but it depends on the application. If I've got a box of crayons and I'm trying to color in a tree, the red crayon's not the right one for me, but it might be for the red flowers. So fuck it. It depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, crayons. What were we talking about?
Well, so out of curiosity, I put together just a like kind of crap design, but using the geometry that the main companies use for their stuff.
Mhm.
And it was keeping up, like it was running a 1/10 scale course with a 1/24. And it was just pulling over everything. So it's 100% down to geometry.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is just aesthetics.
Right.
Hey, Jay,
Yeah.
Billy said he gave you some frame rails,
I used them.
and he said his phone is about to die. So we'll catch you later, Billy.
See you, Billy.
And then Billy also mentioned he got the killer chassis. That's that one he got from 2FMRC, I think.
Yeah. I really wish. Oh, Brandon.
What you need.
Do you think you could 3D print some wideners for the RGT? or the Enduro?
What do you mean?
Like wheel
Axle
widening?
spacers.
Oh no, I've tried. They don't come out good.
Now Sean Bashan, Gunner's RC Garage, he brought up the FC1 by TS Fab's chassis. Here it is.
Yeah, see, that's another like very unique design.
Yeah, that is unique with where the battery placement is.
Right.
That's
Battery
the
goes
big
down here.
unique part of it. Yeah.
And then this window is for the side of your electronics, actually. That raised spot is for the on-off switch on stock FCX or SCX 24
Yeah.
electronics.
Well, and the other thing you can do too is like specialty design and custom design a chassis that fits only specific electronics, but it fits them perfectly. And then you get that weight balance and distribution set up really well too. So there's so many different options.
Yeah.
And
But I mean,
a lot of it is going to boil down to the driver too.
that FC1, if you look at its geometry though, it's still very similar, even though it's a unique design with like battery placement and stuff. Geometry wise, it's almost identical to everything else.
Right.
And it's nothing against them. It's just what works great. Like,
right.
Well, I mean,
you're not trying to reinvent the wheel. You're just trying to design a good looking one.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, there are unique things about it with especially like battery and electronics placement. That's the big thing on there. But
what is
front shocks here, and then your link mounts in the front.
Yeah.
And then you go to the back, you got, here's your
skid mount.
Skid, and then you're going to go up to your rear shock or link mounts, and then your rear shock mounts.
And it's probably about, and I can't remember what the angle is, but yeah. Can't remember what the angle is on the skid, but yeah.
The loops for?
It's the battery goes down on the
Here's
bottom.
Your battery.
And then the electronics are up top.
And then your stock electronics.
The two little slits down below at the base, though, I think is what he's talking about. Is that where like the base plate slides into the side?
No, this is for the battery. Your battery goes in right here.
Yeah, at the lowest point. The two.
Oh yeah, this is for your skid. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can adjust it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, how does the electronics fit in that other one?
In here?
What other one?
Yeah.
The switch goes in that raised part.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Is it for a stock ESC?
Yes.
Okay.
Gotcha. So
that makes more sense now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah. So, like, is there a plate that you stick it to that goes in there?
Yeah, there's a whole
it's got a
tray
bunch of
of
pieces.
shit that comes with it. It's got links.
Gotcha.
It comes with the links and a bunch of other. Well,
yeah, no, I've looked at that, and it's a really good setup. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, gotcha.
Switch in there.
Sweet.
Do you have any other LCG chassis rails handy?
Yeah.
Can you hold them all up like one stacked behind the other to see if they're all basically the same design shape from the side, other than electronic placement? Because I think you're right, Brandon, where it's a lot of it's geometry, but there's different. I hate to say gimmicky, but there's different things that set it apart, and a lot of it can come off as a gimmick.
Yeah. But that's why, like, all of these other chassis that have been coming out, and people are like trying to say that they're all copies and stuff. It's like they're similar, yes, but it's just because they need to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Hang on one more. Do I have chassis rails?
This man's gonna come with a box full of them.
I specifically said handy because I know you got a ton of them.
Well, yeah, these were handy. I mean, they're already, over there. The Warthog.
So that one's not an angled skid chassis, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's a flat skid.
You can see things are pretty close there.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you put your shock mounts in the same places.
over the top of each other. Yeah,
You
pretty
know,
similar.
you're not too far off on that skid.
Yeah,
It's pretty close down there.
I like the
okay.
Warthog. I just never did one of those builds because it doesn't look like a truck to me. It looks like it's
I
missing the
didn't
body
do
still.
it yet either.
Yeah,
I got it.
I will keep my opinion on the Warthog to myself.
no, I'd like to hear it.
I am not a fan of it at all. I've built 3 of them, and all of them have performed terribly.
Oh, there you go.
Really? Well, I haven't built mine yet, but you know.
See, what's that other one you have right there? The curvy one.
Is that
This is the
Mofo?
Artemis.
Oh,
This is from Next.
yeah.
So you're
And I
close.
think that one is supposed to be an angled skid also. Yeah, so you have some other mounting options on that one, but
That one kind of looks like the Loch Ness monster silhouette to me.
yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's got the little horn and
Artemis
stuff.
is a horse name.
Yeah.
Oh, it totally looks like a horse.
I think it's supposed to look like a horse.
A horse is a horse, of course.
Or maybe it looks like it looks, and they said, "Well, that looks like a horse, so we'll name it the Artemis."
Yeah, let's find something that looks like a horse, or
Yeah.
find a name that means horse. That's just a stock.
So this is that stock one from Power Hobbies.
That one's called Secretariat, right?
And let's see, line that up.
Yeah, see, almost the exact same design, other than like the custom electronic plates
Shock
and stuff.
towers.
Yeah.
Your shock towers. That's the only thing. But you know, this is mimicking the stock. So
All right, I'll be right back.
and there is
Sounds like
that
a biscuit.
prototype mofo.
That's what I thought that other one was at first.
Yeah.
The dragon one.
That one also looks like the Loch Ness monster. It even has an eye hole.
Your skids are off, but you know, I mean, the shape is real close.
So you can clearly see there's a pattern, and it's not copying each other. It's, hey, this works.
Yeah, it's all.
Well, it's you know, I
start
mean,
start
you're
with the
making a
basic geometry,
screwdriver.
yeah.
A screwdriver made by 12 different companies is going to look like a screwdriver.
Yeah.
And you know, these, you know, there's only, like I said, there's the range of positions for your links, your shocks, your tray. I mean,
Yep.
it's all within a parameter of, you know, X, whatever X is. And, you know, yeah, they're all going to look close. No choice there. And Jason left me up here while he took off. So what else? have we got?
Rye Guy said, is there any new chassis long enough for the Gladiator that he can run front and rear bumpers on?
Yeah, there's a couple different chassis out there that they are making specific Gladiator versions of. I believe there's a Gladiator version of this one, the TS
Yeah.
FC1.
And it does have bumper
This is a
mounts.
prototype.
Nice.
The Artemis. I don't know. I don't think there was a Gladiator.
I haven't
version.
seen a Gladiator version of the Artemis.
What else is there? There's a few. I mean, Crawlerworks, the Goblin, the Goblin. That's a
Goblin
great
SVG.
chassis. The Goblin has a Gladiator version.
Yeah, Gunner's Garage just put the Golem SVG made by me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, Sean. I didn't know he did chassis for a long time, and I just recently realized he had some chassis other than the one he made for the Rock Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Golem, not Goblin, because there's also the hard part Goblin, isn't there?
He created, yes, the Goblin. The Goblin chassis is the one I was referring to.
Got it.
Yeah. Now, yeah, I didn't realize that he had done a chassis for his Golem bodies.
I'm excited that you have electronics and a motor in your Rockwolf finally. That thing's coming together slowly but surely.
Yes. Where are my golems? There's my golems. Ugh. Hell yeah. There's a golem.
That's a cool looking design.
These are from
Mhm.
Sean.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah. I love
He's got some skills, man. That's for
Every
sure.
time I see the front of it, though, the front looks like an owl to me.
Ow.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
why.
That's all I'm gonna see now. But yeah, the eyes do.
And it doesn't bother
It's
me. It's
little.
just what I noticed the first time I saw it. The little beak thing in the middle,
Yeah,
and
and
yeah,
like the eyebrows over the eyes almost. They got
Yep.
like that wise old owl look. Yeah.
I thought it looked like an eagle, but yeah, I can see the owl as well,
Oh,
even
eagle
more
too.
so now
yeah,
that you
eagle
mention
too.
it.
Yeah,
It's definitely aviarian.
yeah,
Is that right?
aviary. Yeah, avian,
Aviary. Yeah.
avian.
And there's a black one.
Those things look awesome though.
Yeah, these are great. This is from Gunner's Garage there, guys. Anybody in the chat?
And then from the side, it kind of has an
Humvee.
H1 look. Yeah,
Yeah.
or a Humvee. Not an H1, but a Humvee.
Same thing. Same
Yeah.
thing to me, anyway. Some people probably be like, "It's not an H1." I know
But
what you're
yeah,
talking
I drew this. I drew a concept drawing, and Sean took it and designed this in 24 hours with a chassis.
It's a
And
hell of a
then
concept.
Dustin had us do one for him.
Yeah,
I
still
drew
got
up,
it.
and then Sean designed.
I have yet to actually mount that to anything because it doesn't really fit on chassis. But it's awesome looking. It's more of a desk art at this point.
I would say show us, but
I,
Don't do that.
I'm
Yeah,
showing you right
We're
now.
kind of
Can
hung
you
out
not
to
see
dry
it?
here. I can't show you. I can't show it.
yeah,
I can show you the
forgot to-
drawing.
There it is.
There he is.
Toby woke up, so I had to go tend to him.
The rhino.
I was up here trying to do a song and dance. There it is. Look at that
Ooh, does that
gorgeous
have-
thing.
Is that a built-in light bar up top, or like
Yeah.
individual LED?
Yep.
Is
And
that
then the
for 3 or 5
smokestacks
mil?
Are separate pieces, so you can have
Oh,
different
nice.
designs. But I had them design it this way to kind of look like a rhino's ear.
It does. It totally looks right.
And the other thing you could do, drill a little hole in there and put some red LEDs in the stacks.
Hell yeah.
Have some.
And then I ended up
Yeah.
resizing this Chevy like flare side bed,
Oh wow,
and it actually wedges like onto the stacks.
that's awesome.
Oh, awesome.
So a little modeling, modifying, and that worked out great. I spaced out the bed in Cura with blockers so that I had somewhere to like put the electronics and shit. I just go through
Okay.
the back window. It works great. I just can't get it to fit on any like the stock chassis or anything, so I'm gonna have to come up with something for it. But I love the way it looks. Yeah, I'll buy it.
Not even a gladiator.
It's Gladiator one would be way too long. I had to chop the shit out of a deadbolt chassis I had just to get it to fit because the rails end up coming out like out to here, and
Oh,
they stick out because it comes to a point. They're like
right.
they look all weird and jutted out. So I chopped one, but it still didn't quite look right. So still working on it, but
I feel
Trying to
like
think. I think
that-
it's JEC has a chassis that comes up and has shock mounts, and it would be short up front like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that thing is screaming to have like stupid wide and stupid low setups on it.
oh,
Just-
100%. You
It is
have to
screaming for that.
with the way that these arches are, how wide they are, and like when I had it on the deadbolt chassis, it looked kind of cool. But if the wheels aren't just tucked way the fuck up in there, it just kind of looks funny. So it's got to
Okay.
be slammed, whatever it is.
Yeah.
like almost like do portals upside down.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be my low rider, low and slow. It's the
There's
parts
our
truck.
buddy from Australia. What's up, Nath Chalarski? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? Heck yeah.
Good day, mate.
You want to talk about 3D printing talent?
Those
Look at this.
little
How
stills.
detailed that shit is.
Oh, I know. So I am kind of sad to say I think the Jack Daniels truck might be cannibalized.
Is it even finished?
No.
I mean, did you see Corey's video today?
No.
He's got the Tennessee whiskey dually truck, and I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, stole Jason's idea right out from under him. Do any of you guys know how he has his rear suspension set up though? Because I was looking at it and it confused the fuck out of me. I don't know what's going
I
on.
haven't seen it yet.
I hadn't seen it
Uh,
yet.
I haven't figured that out either.
It's a 3-minute video, and at one point it's got like crazy flex, and it's got dual shocks, one running sideways, like it almost looks like a push rod suspension, kind of.
Oh,
But I don't think it really is. I think those sideways shocks are just for looks, but I can't tell. It's hard to see in the video.
oh, okay.
I'm trying to find it right now. Let's see if
Should be his most recent like real video upload. That's not a short. It was 3 minutes long, and it's like all black dually.
Oh wait, no, he did a short where he has a close up of the suspension.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Oh, it's functional. It's a cantilever setup.
Oh, okay. So it's got a pivot point in the middle,
Yeah.
like a Y
Yes.
bracket.
Yeah, it's a dual shock cantilever.
It's sick. I'm not a huge fan of it like dualies, but it's a dope truck when it runs.
Hold on,
It
I'll
looks
pull it up. Give me a sec.
Bah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, no, it totally is. Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, it's a full actual
Full functional.
cantilever setup.
Who makes that?
Oh, wait a minute. That's
think
crazy
Mofo.
because he's using 2 shocks.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought Mofo made a cantilever system.
And that upper shock, he's got it reversed or something,
Yeah,
where it's like pulling in.
if you look, so there's some sort of pivot on.
Yeah, the body,
That
that's
front
your
part.
cantilever.
Well, looking at that now, I'm confused. If that rear shock compresses, it's going to pull the cantilever in on the bottom and push it in on the top, but it looks like that shock's already pushed in at full suspension.
Well,
How
that's
does
what I'm
that
saying.
flex?
I think the upper shock there is reversed, where he's got spring on the inside, keeping it compressed.
Pulling it?
Yeah,
Might be.
Huh.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And
It's
then he's
weird,
got,
but when you see it run, it's pretty sick. It's got some serious flex in the rear.
I bet. Yeah.
Flex in the rear.
that's an impressive setup.
Yeah. I wonder where he came up with that. I mean, not saying he didn't come up with it on his own. That's what inspired that design, is I guess what I should be saying. Because that's a cool idea. I had not thought about that.
Can you play like a small section of the video the full video he posted, the 3-minute one, where it's like driving over a log and the rear tire's coming up. I think it's halfway through, roughly. Jason, is this okay to do?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, right here, where it goes over that. You can just see it has so much droop and flex for a big old dually.
Yeah.
But that upper shock looks like it's not moving at all.
Right, that's why I thought it wasn't functional. But look at that. The axle is twisted damn near straight
Right.
up and down compared to the front. So I don't know how he legitimately has it set up, but it looks fucking cool.
The upper shock doesn't look like it's moving at all with
No, it
anything.
looks like it stays fully compressed all the time.
Yeah. Well, that one's out a little bit. I don't know. Well, let's see. That'll be a good one to show. No, I can't tell.
Me either.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I'll just jump into his live stream next time he's on, which will
Yeah.
be probably an hour from now with his live stream, and just be like, hey,
Actually,
shut
he
that off.
hasn't been live streaming much lately.
No.
He hasn't? Dude, I've been so busy, I haven't even been able to check in and watch videos and
Yeah,
stuff.
he's only been doing like once every other week or something like that.
They were getting pretty chaotic there towards
Yeah, he was doing them
about a month
daily also. Like that was
Yeah.
too much.
and there were so many people on, which made it fun, but it was almost too many people when they would just randomly jump in,
Yeah.
especially when the kids got on there.
Yeah, that was
That was rough. That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had my experience with
Yeah. Mofo screwed up Tuesday and let him on.
yeah.
And I was just like, okay. And I just kind of just like overtalked him and kept ignoring him, and he went away.
It's one of those things where it's like it's just weird.
Well, yeah, and that one in particular, like there's RC Boy, he's okay.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, if
he's
you've ever
got that
seen-
like grew up in the South, have a lot of respect for adults kind of vibe about him, and he
Right.
acts quite a bit older than he really is.
Right.
But yeah, there's some, and nothing against the one kid that we're
The other
talking
guy.
about. I don't want to say his name because I'm sure he's
No.
a nice kid, but like, yeah, it's a lot.
Well, and somebody went through his story and what's going on, and you know, you can understand, but it's like, okay, but you're too immature to be hanging out with us.
Right.
And that's all it is. You know, it's nothing. That's just, you don't belong there.
Right.
You know,
Whatever
don't take
happened
kids
to,
bars.
there was another kid that was always on. Can't remember his name.
Peyton Phillips.
Hey, yeah, whatever happened to him?
He just quit doing RC stuff. He took a break.
Yeah.
I actually, I don't know the story. It sounds like you might have known. I saw his post where he said he was taking a break from RC stuff for a while.
Yeah, I was communicating with him. He was gonna make a chassis, and he was working on this chassis design, and he was petitioning different people to supply different parts for him. And so I volunteered to do a body for him. He asked me if I would, and I said sure. And then he just, you know, he said, I gotta take a break, blah blah blah. We said, okay, go be a kid, have your fun, whatever. We'll see ya. And he hasn't gotten back, so
Yeah, he's like
It's all
crazy
good.
young too, though. So like, I get it.
Yeah, he's 15.
yeah. Just found girls, I'm sure. It's like, oh, yeah, sorry guys, I gotta go. I'll be back in 10 years or so.
But I mean, he had drive though. That was and hustle.
Oh yeah, he was pushing pretty hard and designing, and yeah, cool guy.
As far the last I heard, the design work was done. It was just a matter of getting it all
Production.
ready
Yeah,
and testing and everything.
right.
That's tough to do as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Just getting all the finances and everything squared away and like making sure you have a plan set in place.
It's not cheap.
No, I couldn't imagine trying to do that when I was 15.
Like, because yeah, you can print it out to get your basic testing done, but after that, you have to test in the material you're going to be selling it in. Yeah, because if you don't, you have no clue how it's going to actually perform.
Right. I could design and print my own chassis just on a whim for fun, but there's no way I could legitimately make a business out of it printing it in PLA one at a time in my room. You know what I mean? This is purely hobby grade everything I make.
Well, and that's the nice thing with 3D printing now, with how inexpensive it's starting to get. Like $200, you can pick up a really good printer now.
My wife's best friend came over last weekend, and she brought her husband, and like we know each other because of our wives, but we don't talk much.
Mm-hmm.
But he came over and was hanging out, and he knows I do RC stuff, so he was like, "Can I see your RC? You want to show them to me?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go take a look." And we came in, and I was printing one of these ramps. He's like, "Is that a 3D printer?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Was that like $5,000?" And I'm like,
No.
That's what it used to be like 10 years ago. Now it's super cheap."
Yeah.
So we spent probably 2 hours just nerding out over shit. I was showing him all this stuff, and I'm still a super novice. I'm like, I don't even fucking know what I'm doing, but like, this is how easy it is. Check it out. And so he had ordered one before they even left my house, and they live down in Oregon. He's like, "It'll be here tomorrow." Right on, brother.
Well, like, so I mean, the setup that's right here, that's less than $1,000
For those four.
for all. So it's 2 FDM printers, a resin printer, and then that's a cure and wash station.
Gotcha.
For the resin printer. Yeah, that's less than $1,000 to set up right there.
Right.
Including the modifications that were made to the FDM printers.
Right. And like even 5 years ago, that easily would have been $3-4 grand right out the gate.
Yep.
And not work as well or as simple.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have all the nice programs that we have now.
Right. I saw there was a really funny YouTube video that popped up on my feed that I watched, and it was like, you've probably seen it, or at least it came across one of your videos if you ever watch 3D printing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like trying to slice from, it was the original like beta 1.0 of Kira, trying to make one of those little tugboat prints, you know, that everyone does, and it was just a brick of fucking filament.
Yeah.
Like all of it was support material, and they couldn't even get it apart. It was awesome.
Yep.
Shit was way more difficult back in the day.
Hell, I've seen printers print that without any support.
You can now. Yeah.
You can now, but back in the day, the slicers didn't understand how to do that. They couldn't communicate to the printer because it wasn't smart enough to know how to slice a 3D model in a way that would print like they do today. It was like, oh, we basically need to make a cube of filament, and you need to chip away at it like a marble statue to get what you want out of it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how far 3D printing's come. And then now there are actually legitimate metal 3D printers.
Yeah,
Like they print metal.
Yeah.
they send me ads daily to buy
Dude,
one.
Those concrete house 3D printers are so cool. There's
Yeah.
a place in Seattle that is like, there's a whole community of
Yep.
like homeless shelter houses. They've been printing for a couple of years now up there. And
Oh, it's come that far. Like
Yeah.
5 years ago, it was in like development.
oh yeah, no, the like you can drive. I can drive 2 hours north, and there's like 2 city blocks of just small concrete houses that these 3D printer guys did. And there was like one going one time when I was up there, and
Wow.
bang it out in a couple days. And it's like, because concrete insulates so well as far as like a building material, like they're
Yeah.
mostly used for like the homeless issue that Seattle and most of the
Yeah.
nation has at this point. So it's like free housing that's run by a nonprofit to like give them a place to like stay and shit, which is really cool. But yeah, it's super cheap in the grand scheme of things to print 10 houses for 10 homeless people than it is to get a contractor to build 3 tiny houses out of wood, especially the
Yeah.
cost of wood. Fuck.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I remember maybe 10 years ago or something, they were like in the beginning stages of the development of that. And they were like in Africa, like trying to print homes. for-
Jim, do you dip?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
always have. Like,
I mean, I do too, but I don't think I've ever seen you have like a
Oh,
lip
really?
in. Yeah, I don't think I've ever noticed.
I've
until
never
just now. I
noticed
was
it
like,
until you just mentioned it.
Huh?
I never noticed it until you just mentioned it.
yeah, I was like, that's the first time I've
that's
ever
where I
seen him
got-
pack a dip.
That's where I got all these cans from.
Oh, you guys and the welfare bear. Jeez. Come on, get with it. Actually, no,
The
welfare
that's
bear.
Grizzly.
They work
Sorry, not Cody.
fantastic
Grizzly
to
is the
store
welfare
stuff
bear
in.
of 2.
Yeah.
They work fantastic to store
Oh, hell
stuff.
yeah.
now, wait, what do you chew?
Copenhagen.
The welfare bear. Because, like, that's about the only other thing that I would accept that from.
Right.
Because
That's
Kodiak's
just-
like about the best out there. I mean, unless you don't like wintergreen and you like whatever that flavor is.
Yeah, no, Kodiak's good. It's Grizzly that people call the welfare bear. I just got confused.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't mind Grizzly either, but
Oh, thanks.
my oh right, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together.
I'm the
Yikes.
welfare bear now.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
Your
the
foot-
reason it's called that is because Kodiak is a premium chew
Yeah.
and Grizzly is another brand and it's almost half price.
Yeah.
And it's half the quality.
Yeah, it's not
It'll
as good.
burn the shit out of your lip, and it doesn't taste that good.
Foot officially put in mouth.
You know what's shockingly good is Skull Peach.
Skull peach.
I hate Skull Chew. I think it's just nasty. But
Right.
The peach flavor is like dessert. I love it. Every once in a while, I get a craving for a little bit of Skull Peach. It's
I
just-
used to chew the cherry now and then.
right.
And that wasn't too bad. But
Right. They're super potent, like fakey flavors, but It's nice to mix it up.
So Gunner down
Switch.
there was talking about his Flash Forge that was $600. I mean, there's still expensive printers out there, and there's
Oh yeah.
better printers than what I have, but I just keep them maintained and made
Right.
some modifications to them to make them perform way better than they did out of the box.
I finally
got
just
a
had to do maintenance on mine. I had to replace the tip. The nozzle got all clogged and shitty.
I've got
do-
a Savox SVO4, and it was 500, but it's dual head and
Mhm.
direct drive.
Direct drive is awesome.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean,
Jim,
that's what I've heard.
did you give these to me?
No, I did not.
Where did I get these from?
I actually have something that's very similar to that, but no, I didn't give those to you.
Super cool, but I can't remember who gave them to me.
Are they
Gunner
a
said
cosmetic tool that you stole from your wife? Because that's where half of my shit comes from.
Sean said, I got a guy that has a plasma cutter. I'm working on getting some good chassis made. See what happens when we've been talking about a lot of partnership. Cool.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It's cool that these 3D printers can do laser engraving.
Yeah, the Flash. I think it's the Flash Forges you can change the heads on.
Yeah.
Is that which one it is?
This Ender one I have has they sell like the head for it to make it a laser engraver.
Oh,
All you
that's
have to do is
cool.
swap the head and it's good to go.
Okay.
Or Creality, I guess, is the brand.
Yeah, that's what I have back there, but they're Ender 5 Pros.
Oh,
The two-
this one's a
the two
Ender
FE.
3S1 or some shit. I don't know, so many numbers.
I've got and then a buddy of mine gave me a Creality 10 Max.
Wow.
Jason's bringing that over for me, right? When he comes.
That's a big printer.
No, my buddy Zach, anything $3.99 in the chat if he's still on there. He stopped off and dropped it off for me. He brought me that and then Creality Hallet.
Never heard of it.
It's a resin printer.
Oh, okay. That's probably
It's a
why.
small resin.
I haven't even dove into that yet because I know if I do, I'm gonna want one, and then that's just that much more shit I got to deal with.
Right. Well, and that's why I haven't touched any of my printers yet because I really want to learn to program. And I know once I touch those printers, that's a whole world I'm going to get lost into. And I don't need one more thing sucking up that time that
Yeah.
I need to focus and get that design done.
Brandon, did you chuckle because you read
Yes.
Nate's comment? Because I saw that too, and that got me good. He's right.
That truly is
100% right.
like Creality's naming structure is very similar to Endura's, where it just doesn't make sense.
We're gonna add a bunch of numbers and like put pro on some of them, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna
Or
have
Plus, or Max, or CR instead of Ender, and yeah.
I had a hell of a time just showing my wife's friend's husband when he was here which one I had. I was like, fuck, I don't remember. I had to go back through my Amazon order to find what the actual name was because I'm like, they're all the same, man. I don't know.
See, we have the Endura Crawler Master All Terrain AT, the Endura Crawler Master All Terrain MT, the Endura Crawler Tires Mud Terrain MT.
There's also an ATMT somewhere. I can't remember which one that is.
That's the
All-terrain mud terrain or all-terrain MT.
yeah, Crawler Master All Terrain MT.
Yeah, there you go. It's an
It has to
ATMT.
be an all terrain mud tire.
I want them to make it. I want them to make an all-terrain AT because they can just call it the AT-AT, the AT-AT.
Right? They better come in gray, just a gray rubber.
just like a primer gray.
Reality all terrain MT. Oh yeah, Sean. If I need something resin printed, I can either hit Sean up or fuck, I could hit you up too.
Yeah, I mean, if you do start to look into resin printers, the Anycubic runs sales all the time. Like that setup right there was under $300
Oh, nice.
total.
Sean, you don't need that resin printer. Send her to me.
Exactly.
Creality all-terrain MT. Nate.
Yeah, and that one's a 4K printer, so I mean it does super high quality.
Just insane high res prints. Well, I
Yeah,
saw
and-
that still.
And that wasn't max resolution. I could go higher
Really?
resolution than that. Yeah.
Oh, it can go higher.
Yeah. That wasn't max. It's just every time you like bump it up, it doubles your print time because that adds more layers.
Gotcha. And
Local
it's
24.
basically just shooting lasers into the resin and hardening it in certain spots as it comes out of the liquid, right? How's it work?
It's UV light. It's an LCD screen that's underneath it that shines UV light into the resin vat, and
So it's like
it
flash
cures,
imaging.
yeah,
Just the
and
light
it's
of,
like
of
tenths
that
of a
layer.
second, tenths of a second of UV light, and it's going layer at a time, and you set your layer height basically just the same way you do with an FDM, but it prints an entire layer at one time.
It just flash prints it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Because that works the same way as like those plastic welders that are just liquid and UV light. It hardens the resin almost immediately.
Yep.
Now, what I'm not understanding is why doesn't it harden all the resin that it shoots through?
Because
so think of it. Oh, go ahead.
It's putting the printer bed at a certain distance from where the light is shining through, and it will harden everything in between the printer bed and that light source. But it shines it in a certain pattern or it's whatever shape it needs.
Well,
to be.
I understood that part. I just wasn't understanding. I was thinking that light should harden all of that resin.
Yeah, it does. It hardens everything in between the printer bed and the
Or
light
everything,
source.
everything between the print.
The print and the light source. Yeah.
Think of it like taking Polaroid photos of different layers of something and stacking them.
Right. I
take
got
a
that. It just seemed to me like, okay, if you were shining the light through the vat, all of it should harden.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's only shining in between. The first layer is between the bed and the light source, and the second layer is between the print and the light source.
And the light source down below is like an LCD TV almost, where it has pixels, and only the pixels light up right where it needs to, instead of flashing the whole bed, like a old timey photo.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I assumed it was lasers, because it's so precise, but it's not lasers.
It's just an LCD
same
screen.
principle.
Yeah.
It's very specific light sources, but yeah.
Local 24 said they have a Halloween sale going on now.
Who's that?
I assume they were talking about
Probably the
reality.
one you were talking about.
Either Anycubic.
Amazon had that like early Amazon sale they did last week, and then Black Friday's coming up, so they'll all be on sale, I'm sure.
Well, and the funny thing is with like these Ender over this shoulder, the Ender 5 Pros, you can find them in a range anywhere from like $300 all the way up to $500 on Amazon. You just got to see who's running what special and who has like the little click on coupon things that they do. Because on the one of the ones that I purchased, I ended up getting almost $150 off with just a rebate thing that it had, an instant rebate thing.
That's awesome.
So,
oh yeah,
dude, so when I first thought about getting a 3D printer, the whole reason I got one actually was I have a Best Buy gift card that I got when I went and bought like my TV and shit after we had our house fire. For some reason, they gave me like a bunch of these big gift cards for all the purchases we did. And so I was looking for something to spend them on. But the shitty thing is Best Buy, the only printer they have are like XYZ printing Da Vinci printers. And they're like 10-year-old designs for printers. So I was looking up reviews on them and I'm like, oh, these fucking suck. I don't want a 3D printer. And then fortunately I stumbled upon like new printers that have come out at the same price that are way better. I'm like, man, if someone buys a 3D printer at Best Buy, they're really shooting themselves in the foot because these things suck.
back to printing blocks.
Dude, no joke.
Yeah. And what I really want to get one, but they're just stupid expensive, is the conveyor belt printer things,
Yeah.
where it's just it's a constant print, so it just constantly reprints the same thing over and over again. Yeah.
People were making a killing with 3D printed ventilators during COVID with those.
Yeah.
Because you just set a bucket under it and it'll just keep printing
Yep.
them and throwing
And
them
drop them in the bucket.
Oh, okay. So the bed is a conveyor.
It's a conveyor belt. Yeah.
It's like a 3D printer on a treadmill.
Yeah.
I've also seen people, because like I made the mistake of going on TikTok and looking up the word 3D print, and now it's all it shows me. But there's people who print like super long cosplay swords on them because it can just keep shelling it out. You can make something infinitely long as the width isn't that bad. People make these huge fucking swords on them. It's pretty cool. All one piece.
I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Set up a set of rollers.
Yeah, I was gonna say set up like what they have for table saws, the rollers that are
Roller table.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up.
You got that body language like it was coming to an end.
Yep. I can see it in his eyes. He's ready to fall asleep.
Yeah.
I am ready to fall asleep.
My eyes feel how your eyes look right now, so
Sun just started going down here, so I guess we can wrap it up.
Really?
I mean, it's 11 o'clock. It's been down for a while, but it's like, what, 2 a.m. there?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
quarter after 2.
2:16. Yep.
I'll just go play some video games for a while then.
All right,
Thanks
guys.
everybody for joining us.
Heck
Later,
yeah.
guys.
It's been a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, and Rogers is still on. Wow.
He said, and we're not letting Jason get a word in. How rude.
It won't end if we don't let him talk.
I was just straightening him up a little bit.
If he can't say he's ending
Yes,
it,
if
he
you let him
can't.
talk and he shuts it down, guys. Sean said, good night, everybody.
Take it easy.
So there will be a video posted up for tomorrow. It's some footage of my fall crawl. So
Nice.
make sure you stay tuned for that. But
Live
tomorrow night, bench night, Saturday night, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
All right.
Yeah.
Be there.
Or B Square. All right, guys. See ya.
Peace, everybody. Thanks for coming out.
Hell yeah.